Are you looking for a podcast about your favorite creator stepping away from their brainchild?
Well, then you must be thinking of another podcast.
Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
In case you guys missed the pre-ramble, I've been sick. We're going to go with the old cruising the strip with your best gal voice for this episode. Keep it nice and low, nice and good. But for real, we have been gone. We've been doing a couple Zeitgeists lately, a little bit of interludes. It's been 3 weeks since we've recorded.
We're sorry.
Maybe even, no, yeah, it's been 3. It's been a hot minute. My voice is not 100%, so I'll keep it light. I won't strain myself too much. We got 3 weeks of fucking topics.
Yeah. We're going to be fucking busting through these things.
Oh, yeah, we would have gone in depth. We're going, we're just going to breeze. We're going to skim. We'll go deep where we need to go deep.
Strap in, grab my belt loops, and hold on.
So here we fucking go. First up on the agenda, I got to tell you guys about this shit because I'm all in, baby.
I'm so excited to hear about this.
Okay. Longtime listener, Ismail, already been on this shit. I don't know if he's using the apps for it, how much he's dug into it, but he's definitely on the forefront. I'm following in his footsteps. But I'm here to give you the hot sheets on it, right?
Oh, yeah, the hot sheets, baby.
Okay. So it was my birthday about like 2 weeks ago on the 17th. I went real hard on my birthday for myself a little bit. I bought Ray-Bans. I bought a hard drive for my PlayStation. I bought earbuds.
Just gotta do it sometimes.
It was also like Prime Day kind of shit, so I was getting deals. It was a nice time. If I recall, we have talked about high-res audio once before, many years ago, to which I came to the conclusion I don't have the equipment for it, therefore we can't really progress with this topic.
Yes.
Enter 3 years, 4 years later, however long it is, boom! I buy the ear candy, the Sonys, in earbud form. Ka-ching.
Yes. Which I didn't know they had those.
So they have the 4. Okay, so like the ones that like Ismail had, like on the ear ones.
Yeah.
They've had buds as well. But then this is the step up, the 5s in earbud form. And this is the latest one they have. Now they have the on-ear in the 6s, which we discussed in the Discord. But no earbud version of that yet. So this is still the best earbud version you can get. And I will say, even before I was doing high-res audio, the first song I listened to with these was Your Idol from K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
And I was being lifted so high up in the air, man. It was great. The fucking bass on these is phenomenal.
The bass in that song is perfection because I also got new fucking headphones. I got the Bose Quiet Comforts, and that was the first song that I listened to. Is Your Idol.
Okay, good. I'm glad you got the Quiet Comforts because I have something to tell you about those because I've been walking around the office. Okay. I'm just going to be real with you guys.
Be real.
I'm not a fucking liar. I'll tell you straight up. These earbuds I shoved in so many people's ears in the office to discuss high res. There's no wonder how I got sick on my birthday.
Oh my God, you got an ear infection just progressed into your throat.
I'm fully aware of what I did to myself after the fact because it was my ear that I went to the doctor for. And I went, like, as soon as my ear hurt when I woke up that day, I went, yeah, these buds have been in a lot of people's ears. I wiped them down, but not enough. So no more. From now on, if I'm going to spread the word of high res, it's got to be over the ears only.
Yep.
I, for real, was like, you got to shove these in your ear, lady. Come here. Do it, lady. Let's go. In the ear. So, anyway. Again, quick recap. And my new way to discuss, because I learned more about it recently in reading about it. So let's just do it this way. Because everybody knows about a DVD, a Blu-ray, and a 4K disc.
Yes.
That would be your grades for visual. You know.
Right.
DVDs, 480p, 1080p for Blu-rays, 4K quality for that, you know. HDR, all that good stuff, the resolution, that's your visual, right?
Right.
High-res audio becomes more about the kilohertz, which is basically like the bit rate for your ears.
Okay.
And your typical numbers are 44 hertz, DVD quality, 96 hertz, Blu-ray quality, and 192 hertz, 4K quality. So when I discuss it with people, I just say this is a Blu-ray level audio. This is a 4K level audio. That way I don't have to say kilohertz and people got to learn a whole new format, right?
Yeah.
So there are well, before I get into that, here's the deal. You got to have an app that has high-res audio shit. You have to have a thing that can output high-res audio and a thing that can then receive high-res audio. So
you got to have the software and the hardware.
Yes. And hardware is a twofold process for it. So like if you got Tidal on your Google Pixel phone, your
Tidal?
Google Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember we had discussed that one a long fucking time ago when I was first into this shit. Okay. Yeah, Tidal is Jay-Z's platform that I think he's since sold, but he was the one that pushed for this whole high-res audio in streamable format shit. Like, he was the pioneer that said, we should make music sound good to people. It's great. So if you have Tidal, and let's say you have a Pixel phone, you've already lost. Because a Google Pixel phone does not have the codec stuff in their hardware to output it to something that can receive it, i.e., the earbuds.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. In that scenario, you would then need like an adapter to be what would output that signal to your headphones. It's a whole lot of shit.
That's
the point is, if you have a Samsung phone, Samsung phones have that adapter built in so they can wirelessly send the high-res audio signal, which is great. So I'm all set up now because I bought the Sony Buds. And now that you've stepped into the 25 Ultra phone, you have a high-res capable outputting device. You would just need the headphones to receive them.
Okay. I wonder if the Quiet Comforts
They do not.
Shit.
Actually, because everyone at work wants the Bose Quiet Comforts. And I went, let me research it. And I've been telling everybody, no, you're not going to get the high-res. I said, but here's the thing. They do high-res wired. If you wire into your phone, you get the signal. But wirelessly, you do not.
Can I wire to my phone? I know they came with a wire, but like...
you would probably have to get an adapter of some sort to do it to the USB-C.
Yeah.
But essentially, the Quiet Comforts only get the high-res signal via a wired connection. Okay. Wirelessly, they do not. That's where your Sonys come in, because the Sony ones do. And the Samsung phone can output it. But people at work have been noticing differences. And I want to tell you the difference so that you can be like, do I really care? Right?
Okay.
And here's how I've described it. And somebody was like, I said, to me, it's the sound stage. And I was like, I don't know how to, like, portray that. And they went, I got it. They said, normally it sounds like music is playing at me. Like, music is coming toward me. It's being played to me from somewhere.
Yeah.
But when I listen to the high-res version of it, it sounds like it's playing around me.
I see. Okay. That's kind of the experience that I had the first time I heard a record, because I was never like...
Yes.
I never understood why people liked records. I was like, it's just a shittier quality of media. But like, then I sat down and I listened to a record and I was like, oh, I'm here.
Yes. That is what high-res, the feeling basically is.
Okay.
So the way that I describe it to people at work now is like, let's say there's like a sliding glass door at your cube. I can hear you listening to music in there. And it might be loud enough that I can hear it and it sounds great. But if I could open that door and walk into your cube where you're playing it, that's the high-res version.
Okay.
Right? Just to kind of give you guys some metaphors and ideas of like how to picture the idea of that sound.
Yeah.
High-res, I'm getting very sold on it. It's kind of hit or miss for me. Because what I'm noticing is it's more like one instrument will be in one ear, in one place.
Okay.
And sometimes I like that. And sometimes I really fucking hate that. I was listening to an AC/DC song, and this one guitar was just in my right ear, like behind me, and I hated that guitar was only right there. The vocals were like in like the center of my head, playing in like both ears, you know, and then the like this sound was only in my left ear. It was so segmented sounding.
Yeah.
That in that scenario, I hated it.
I like that for a lot of music because it helps you like pick out the different instruments, which I kind of struggle to do when I'm listening to music. For me, it always kind of sounds like here's music, but yeah, when they're segmented out like that, and you can kind of be like, okay, the trumpet is coming from the front right, and then we hear like guitar in the back left.
Then I think you would love high res.
Okay.
Because that's like legit the whole idea, I think.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot in Blu-ray to 4K high res. A lot of it's DVD quality. K-Pop Demon Hunters was in a DVD quality level. But I will say, even listening to that version of it from my app, which is Qobuz, Qobuz.
Okay.
Sounds better. It genuinely sounds better. Like have you ever like listened to music and you're like, this just sounds like noise?
Yeah, for sure.
Like every instrument, you hear them, but they all sound like they're coming from one place. And so you don't hear, like you said, like I know the guitars there, like I hear the guitar, but it sounds like it's the drums, which sounds like it's this, which sounds like this. Like they're all on one level.
Yeah.
Even the K-pop shit in that DVD quality was a bit more spaced out. There were like chimes in a song I'd never fucking heard before. I was like, oh, beautiful. That's great.
Don't you fucking love it when you hear a new instrument in a song and you're just like, I didn't know they did that.
Like, I've never heard this song in my life.
Yes. What is that, a hurdy-gurdy?
I love that shit. And guess who has Blu-ray quality stuff? You said hurdy-gurdy. Oh, Bear McCreary and all of his God of War shit is in Blu-ray quality, and it's great. It sounds it was fucking life-changing. It was great.
Awesome.
So high res is pretty cool. Just think of it in terms of DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. That's kind of how you know how much, to me, stage presence you'll get out of that song. It's not like it really sounds better. It's more open. So I did do a couple David Bowie songs. I just randomly thought of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And man, there was one I was just like, wow. Someone else that I read described it as it's like sitting in the studio when they were recording it. So like,
that's cool.
You can like kind of picture like if you were watching David Bowie record a song and his guitarist is probably on his right over there playing, and then his drummer's in the back and someone's over here. When you go to look, like, you know, your perspective of the music would change as you go to look around that room, right?
Yeah.
That's what high res kind of gives you. It's kind of nice. I think I'm officially sold on high res. I wish you could get it in a car. I will say you do get the segmentation of the instruments in a car still.
Yeah.
But like, you know, they're just not like super crispy or whatever.
Yeah.
I love these earbuds. I'm all about the high res. Google Qobuz, guys. Wait for Instagram to give you an ad, because I got 3 months for free when their website only gives you 1 month for free. So there's your workaround. But I'm super about it. And then I will tell you, I keep trying to come up with people and stuff, and I'm like, man, they're not in good quality. Most new artists, DVD quality only. Nobody new is up here, which is weird to me.
So they have to record it specifically in high res, right?
I think they just have to mix it in high res after the fact.
Okay.
But what I'm noticing is it's mostly 70s and 80s that's in this insanely high quality high res shit.
You should definitely give Queen a try, because I bet that
they have no high res. They have no fucking high res at all. Like, none.
Sucks.
The only one they had was Bohemian Rhapsody. That's it.
Okay.
And I was like, what? But like, I know they aren't really big fans of like retouching their music. So I think they just kind of left it the way it was.
Okay.
Because tons of bands have like, okay, here's this album remastered for 2012, remastered for 2018, 2022's version or whatever. They don't really seem to touch it. So I randomly got a thought, and this guy This guy, almost every fucking album he's ever put out is in high res. Every single one, 4K quality, except for a couple of the newer ones. Fucking Weird Al Yankovic, man. Fucking Weird Al's in 192 4K quality all the way back to Dare to Be Stupid. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, because he's super nerd. He knew about this all the way back then, probably.
That's what I was thinking, too.
That's it. That's it right there. He was like, yeah, let's just make it all like this. That's cool. So I listened to him in the car. I didn't get to do the Buds yet, but I can't wait to do Albuquerque.
Oh,
in 4K quality. We'll see how it goes.
One.
So high res, pretty interesting. Check it out, guys. It's still pretty niche. You have to just really want to hear stuff that way.
Yeah.
And does it really change your perspective of music? I was sold on a Rush song up first because it felt like I was at Neil Peart's drum set, hearing him play it around my head.
That's
and I
fucking
went,
cool.
I went, oh yeah, I like high res. This is great.
I didn't even consider Rush. Yeah, I'm sure that sounds amazing.
Rush is fucking great in high res. They're kind of my top high res so far.
You just need a 2-liter of Shasta and you can go all night long.
I will tell you what made me lose my voice, though. I was in someone's office, and I was, like, trying to discuss high res, and I went, ooh, Rush sounded good. And I went, let me see if there's one album. So I was looking up 2112, which is a famously loved by Robert thing.
Yes.
And it was in 4K quality on the thing, and I gasped, sucked in so much spit. I choked so hard. They thought I was dying, and I was like, I gotta go. And my voice has been gone since then. So thanks, Rush.
All right. Well, good shit. I'm glad you're getting into it and enjoying it, and that you have the equipment to do so now.
I think your quiet comforts, you'll still get something. I would love to know what is so different between a high-res compatible signal versus not, because like I said, even in the car, the guitar is still in the back corner.
Yeah.
So how is that not high-resy then? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would be curious to research more on that. I feel like the audiophile rabbit hole is endlessly deep. It's like we're just at the tip of the iceberg here.
Honestly, that's all my brother. So I would love to pick his brain a little more. But I know that he just indulges, and I don't know that he knows like the sciencey stuff behind it. And that's kind of what I want to know, though. Like, what is the nitty gritty behind the high res? Not just, well, it sounds better. I know it sounds better, but why?
But why?
What is it doing to me?
Yeah,
you know?
I'd like to know.
That's something that I want to try to pick out. So if any of you out there listening are big audiophiles, you got Dolby Atmos in your home, you're just all about high-res audio shit with your earbuds and your headphones, you got Sennheisers or whatever, let me fucking know, because I would love to dig into this world, but I don't think my ear is fully equipped for it yet, so I am trying to learn to train it to understand. So teach me. Teach me, man. I am a sponge. I love to be taught.
Can I tell you this video game I've been getting up to lately?
A video game? I love video games.
Video game. It is a new survival crafter, which I have been seeking out because I love me a survival crafter.
Are you cracking today?
You know what? I'm not. I had actually a big, gigantic Diet Coke for the first time in like 3 weeks earlier.
And I bet you were living high.
Oh, I'm like awake now. I was sleepy. Now I'm not sleepy.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to crack into this alone. Tell me about this cool-ass survival crafter.
Yes. So it's called Len's Island, and that's Len''S island that belongs to Len. Len is just like the term for their little guys. You're a Len.
Okay.
And I mean, they're humans. There's 3 or 4 different like variants you can do. The character screen is not robust.
Okay.
But like the game itself, so they just hit 1.0, and it's been in beta for a long time, and it's been like pretty well received there. So yeah, just hit 1.0. I went through it, went through some videos, and I was like, this looks like something I could get into. It's got all the different things that I like from all my favorite survival crafters, but they're putting it together now.
Okay.
I feel like people that don't know the survival crafter genre, or people that just like appreciate it from the outside, they don't really see the difference between all of them, you know? I mean, you have your Minecraft, you have your Valheim, you have Stardew Valley. They're all just kind of the same game for people.
But with their niche concept.
Yes.
Or whatever, right? Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And this game does a pretty good job all around of the concept. So it has like a skill tree, and you can level up, or do you want to be a really good explorer? Do you want to be a really good crafter? Do you want to be really good at farming? So there's like 4 or 5 different levels to the skill tree, and each one has, it probably would take you, I would bet 40 levels to really like fill out your skill tree. And
I didn't know that I was such a skill tree person, but like I'm realizing that like if I can make something work better for me just by using it or upgrading it, I'm more into the game. So while I'm not into crafter things like this, that has me very intrigued. Okay.
I think you might like this game as far as like crafters go, because it is very much focused on like there are dungeons that you have to go complete. Like that's the main objective for the story. And there's 3 like big dungeons that you go seek out, and they all go in different areas. So you have to have like the correct armor to get into this dungeon. You really want to have like the right cold resistance to get into this dungeon, because it's in a cold environment. You can't actually get to it unless you have cold resistant armor. And then they have, the different weapons and stuff that you can upgrade. The weapons don't break at all. They don't decay at all, which is fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I love that. And that's not common in many survival crafters. Like, you're so frequently...
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what kicks me out most times, because I hate that mechanic.
Yes, it's annoying. But yeah, this one, like, you craft a thing and then you have it. And then the next level, you have to go to a different area and get like a new kind of wood there, or you have to get like a different kind of stone. And then you can craft the new version of that weapon, and it's better. And it can mine a different kind of rock that's in that area that you get to upgrade to the next level of your pickaxe.
Yes, I like to upgrade. And then that's my level of play from that point forward.
Yes, it's so nice.
I'm loving this so far. Okay.
And they have different armor sets, too, that you can find throughout the world based on, like, clearing dungeons or just, like, finding them while you're out sailing around, because sailing is also a big thing in this. You gotta know about.
That would grab Kelsey. Okay.
Islands. Hell yeah. There's sailing, there's fishing. I'm fucking there. So you go to all the different islands and you get all the different armor, and the armor has different perk upgrades. So if you like your character, but you're like, man, I wish I could jump higher, there's armor for that. If you wish you could roll better, there's armor for that. If you want to have higher defenses, if you want to have better attacking, if you want to do more critical hits, there's armor for that.
Yeah.
This game thought of it, and
I like this. I like this.
Very good game. I would love to play this game with you if you're at all interested. I think it's like $30, so it's not like a cheap game, but it's not, a full price game either. So
$30 ain't
bad.
It's
really decent. I have beat it. Like I got to the final boss and finished everything, but I'm absolutely ready to get back into the world and like play through it some more. There's more to explore. There's more to find. I haven't like completed every objective, because it has like a list of achievements in there, and it'll progress to the story as you go through them. And I'm still doing like the completionist ones, like clear out your skill tree or play for this many hours or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a very robust game for what it is. And they look like they're planning to do future updates to it. So the game is not in its final state right now. They're going to add like more biomes, more armor, more bosses, that kind of stuff. So it's just like, it's a game that I'm ready to watch for some time. And I feel like it should have a wider audience. So if you were at all interested in the survival crafter genre, or if you want to get into that genre, Lens Island is a great place for you to start.
I don't want to waste time doing that here, but like, do you know if it is Steam Deck fully compatible?
I believe it is. They had patch notes about the Steam Deck in their latest update, but I didn't read them because I've been playing on desktop.
It is considered playable on Steam Deck, so it's not fully verified, but playable is good enough. It's playable.
Yeah, playable generally for Steam Deck means like it's works perfectly, but the text is a little small or something like that.
Which I'm fucking down with that, because I don't know, you just brought it up and I went like, man, I would love to have this on my Steam Deck, because I've been staring at my Steam Deck lately going, I wish I loved you. I wish I had something to do with you.
Yeah, it would be a great Steam Deck game, honestly. I didn't even think about playing it on there, but it would work super well. Also, you can get a puppy and it follows you around and picks up stuff for you.
Well, if it wasn't sold before, that's going to be the one to do it.
Yep.
I love everything about what you just said. That sounds literally like a game I'd fucking play.
And if you're into farming, the farming goes fucking deep. You can do so much with farming.
Yeah.
And it makes you hella gold. So, like, it's a great way to pass the time in the game.
Because, like, you know that I'm not so into the like, cozy game vibe. And I'm really stepping out lately. But, like, all the games that I loved their tiny, cozy things with it. So, like, Assassin's Creed, you could own a shop. But, like, you would just buy the shop. Yeah. And you would make passive gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you could upgrade the shop and make more passive gold. And it was just, I like being able to build a thing that just makes it easier for me later, because I would always like make something as good as I could early on and then just like breeze through the game.
Yeah.
That's how I like to play games. And with this, it sounds like I can just upgrade something. I mean, yeah, I can't upgrade, let's say, my axe fully because I got to go to a new biome to get the wood or whatever. But like,
yeah,
I would definitely find whatever in the biome I'm in and make that shit fucking great before I moved on to the next one. That literally sounds like the game I like. I'm into
I think
this.
you would like this game. It's very good.
I'm about it.
It's worth checking out.
Charge up my Steam Deck and check this out. Again, we said we're breezing through. I'm breezing through this pretty quick. Donkey Kong Bonanza came out on my birthday. It is really, really cool. It is fun. I played it like hot and heavy the first like
Please
3
don't say
days
hot and
maybe.
heavy about that.
Oh, sorry. I played it intensely. Not really intensely, but like I played it a lot like the first 3 days.
Yeah.
And then like since then I just haven't been back to it. We've been playing it 2-player. I love what they do with the 2-player. 2-player breaks the fucking game.
One person is
literally
that
breaks
baby's
it.
feet.
Oh, so you're just Pauline in general, and I love what they do with this. You would think it's so fucking cool. So the thing is, she sings, right? That's her whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she sings like, yeah, woohoo, and like, ah, or something like that, right? When player 2 presses the button and she says those words, the words themselves come into existence and fly forward into the environment that break up rocks or other shit. Like the words are tangible. And if you look up at the sky and sing one, it literally just flies away. And you just watch that word, woo, it just like float away forever.
Cool. I feel like that's how Little John operates.
Yeah.
just yeah, just flies away.
That's exactly, this is probably his favorite game.
What?
What? Okay.
What if they had a mod?
Oh, I would instantly install it, and I would love this game so much more. But it would be so chaotic. Okay, because here's the thing. So the whole thing is, it's got the destructible environments or whatever.
Yes.
You have to be destroying the environment to progress through the game.
Oh, shit.
And you have to destroy a lot of shit. And when you're one person, it would probably take a while. But when you have that second player on your back, they can just scream the words that just clear out, like, you can literally clear out a whole, I would say in one player, what would take you 10 minutes to clear out takes you 30 seconds in 2-player.
Dang.
So it sounds fully chaotic because Taylor will be sitting there as Pauline and I'm punching the stuff. So you just hear punching and then, yeah, whoa, whoa, and it's just like words flying. But we clear the entire map out immediately. It's very chaotic in 2-player, but it makes it way easier.
Okay.
And like you can like snipe enemies from afar. Like I can like line it up and be like, all right, what him? Hit him with the what? And it's just like, what? And then it'll kill a guy from like across the map.
I'm sure Little John has one of those in his pocket too. We don't know what that word is, but it comes out in special situations.
Yeah. So it's pretty fun. I'm only on like the second level per se, because I am trying to like 100% it. So you literally have to like destroy the world, and I can buy a tie. So you get like so there's like a skill tree and then like clothes that like upgrade stuff for your person. So I have a tie that's the treasure tie or something, and so it makes treasure chests appear in the ground when you break it at like 15% more times or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you get the maps to find like the hidden fossils or the banana gems and stuff. So
okay,
I got the tie, and then I put clothes on Pauline that make the treasure chest pop up. So like we literally will just destroy a whole mountain face and get every map to every banana or fossil, and then just go find them all.
Hot damn, that sounds like fun. Maybe I'm gonna play.
It is really fun. It is actually super super fun, and I think it is great in 2-player. Although all player 2 does is what everywhere you go.
I'm into that. Is it on Switch 1 or is it exclusive to Switch 2?
It is exclusive to Switch 2.
Shit.
So maybe you should get one.
Damn it.
Because it is officially the fastest selling console of all time.
Man, I'm hearing nothing but nothing about the Switch 2, which is praise, because everyone is like, when a new console comes out, people are like, oh, the PS5 fucking sucks. Like, oh, this thing's shit and this is better and whatever. Like, every time a new console's released, people are mad at it. And the Switch 2, no one's been mad at it that I know of, except for the game thing was a little bit weird.
Yeah.
You know, like the codes on the cartridges, but
I mean, really, it's just because it's not a new interface. Like, you're basically tricked into believing it's just your Switch 1, but it runs good now. Yeah. So there's nothing to really complain about, because you're like, yeah, it's if my Switch got an upgrade and now it runs the way I would like it to all this time.
But how much is it? It's like $600, right?
It's $500.
Yeah.
And it was $550 to get Mario Kart World, which honestly, I just buy the $500 one because Mario Kart World ran its course really fucking fast. I have officially come to the conclusion I don't fucking like Mario Kart World. Mario Kart 8 was super good. Love it still. I don't like this fucking game. It is mean. Okay. It makes no fucking sense. Mario Kart World is bottom tier Mario Kart. It's not good. Not worth your time. Good party game because you can have a whole bunch of people playing on it at the same time, so that's fun. But I don't play it in my spare time. I did with Mario Kart 8 all the time. It was a great game. Loved it. But I mean, honestly, I'm not playing a lot on the Switch 2. I'm not really playing it a lot. I was playing Mario Kart World a lot. Got Donkey Kong Bonanza, like I said, and I've barely played it since then, just because we kind of are doing a 2-player, but we both have been sick lately, so I'm just all like, I don't really want to do a whole screaming match play session right now. That doesn't sound fun. But it is fun. It is a good, what would you call it? It is the thing that Kelsey likes. It is the thing you love. Here's a list of all these things to collect on the map, and you can find maps to find them and check the boxes, man. It is a thing you'd love.
That. Yeah, okay.
That is exactly what it is.
Talk to Richard this weekend and be like, come and get a Switch 2. He's going to say no. We just bought expensive window things.
And now you need a Switch 2 to enjoy inside this insulated house. Yes, perfect.
God, our house is bleeding heat. It's terrible. Or bleeding air conditioner. Yeah. The heat is bleeding in. The heat is bad.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that goes down again, because we only just now hit the hundreds, which is surprising for Texas right now. I know.
It's been so nice. And yeah.
Yeah. So Donkey Kong Bonanza, I'm going to give it a 9. It's pretty good.
All right.
I would love to beat it and, believe that it gets like way crazier. Like the story, apparently this is like a soft reboot of the Mario franchise. And that's why she's young in it and stuff. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I still don't know any story stuff. I've avoided all of that. But playability is super fun. Love it. It's good shit.
Rated 9 out of 10 little piggies.
Yep, one got lopped off. She said, whoa, a little too close to the ground. And just
no. I woed my toe off.
I woed my toe. That's a title for your ass. Okay. Then real quick, because I saw some movies. I'm going to start with, honestly, it was my bottom one.
All right.
I saw Jurassic Park Rebirth. I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm learning I'm not a dinosaur guy.
And that's fine. You don't have to be a dinosaur guy.
I just don't care about dinosaurs. I thought that movie was fine. Like, it was a Jurassic Park movie. I don't know. I'd give it like a
stop making
7.
Jurassic Park movies.
It was, the plot was actually kind of the plot was good, but there weren't good dinosaurs. But that was the whole point.
if you go to a dinosaur movie, you want to see a good dinosaur, right?
Well, they go to an island where they were trying to genetically modify dinosaurs. So all of these dinosaurs are like crossbreeds between different versions of dinosaurs.
Whoa, like a little velociraptor with a brontosaurus neck?
Kind of. Like the whole thing is they're all mixtures of different things. So there is no like T-Rex, there's no velociraptor, there's no brontosaurus, triceratops. Like there's no one type because they will have like a long neck, but it has fucking spines on it like the dude. What's the one?
Stegosaurus? Oh, the lizard guys with the
yeah, that. Yeah. That guy. They're kind of mixed with that guy, and it's like that's fucking terrifying. And then the dinosaur at the end has like 8 arms because he was like a horrible genetic mismatch of shit.
That's scary.
It is kind of a scary movie. I mean, it was good enough. Like I said, I think it's a 7 because it's good. Like, it was good. Right. The plot is they learn that there's this island of, like, the genetically modified ones, and they're like, I thought we... Did you keep up with Jurassic World at all? I didn't even see the last one. Well, basically,
the Chris Pratt one, that was it.
Dinosaurs escape the islands and come to the rest of the world. So, like, there's dinosaurs, like, in Denton right now.
I don't want that.
Right? Like, there's dinosaurs, like, just out and about in the world. Well, in this movie, time has passed since then, and now they only exist along the equator because that's more the temperature of Earth back a couple, like, billion years ago when they were around.
Uh-huh.
So they're starting to die off everywhere on the planet except for this one belt of the Earth. So, like, they're in New York, and there's a dinosaur that fucking dies in the street. And so they're like, well, you can't use this road anymore. And that's where this guy approaches this lady for some mission or something. And they just walk past this giant dying long neck just going like, I can't handle the heat of this world. And then dies. Yeah, it's horrible. But so it's such a good premise because it's just capitalism at work. This pharmaceutical company wants to make a drug that will cure cancer, but they need some genomes from specific dinosaurs. And since they're dying all across the globe, they can't acquire it anymore. So they want to send this this Black Ops team to this island and go get the 3 samples they need, pay them the most money you could ever imagine because they'll make that money back 50-fold with this cancer-curing drug. That's literally what the guy says. He goes, I don't care how much you want because when I'm done with this, my company will make so much money that it won't matter what I pay you today.
That sucks.
And is that not very telling of the pharmaceutical market, though?
Yeah.
So, like, that was kind of cool. But basically, they go to a planet, they get the cancer samples, and then that was it.
Okay.
It was fine. Well, here was my problem. I know you're on the same page as me. Tell me you're on the same page as me. You're watching a movie, and you're like, yeah, that one character, if they died, that would make this movie for me.
Okay, yeah.
You ever think that?
Yes.
What if it was a child?
What?
Like a college-age child, like...
That's not a child. A young boy. A young boy. Lad.
I'm glad you knew that it was a young lad, because it was. I hated him.
You can't wish death upon a young college girl.
If he had just been eaten, I would bump this up to a 9. But he didn't, and he survived, and it lowered my points a couple.
That's fair.
Because he was a little piece of shit, and he should have gotten eaten. But Jurassic Park 2, Lost World, there's a guy that I remember being in the theater going like, this guy needs to die. And when he got eaten in that movie, the theater cheered. We all cheered that this guy died. That's the feeling that I was chasing, right? This kid sucked so fucking bad. And he didn't even get a redemptive arc. Like, he didn't turn from douche to like, you know what? He's actually pretty cool. He stayed a fucking douche the whole movie. And he lived. Fucking hate this movie. Yeah. Jurassic Park Rebirth. Eat the kid. That's my review on that movie.
All right. I watched a movie recently that is kind of an older one, but I hadn't seen it before.
I saw this in your thing. Like, you just watched this?
I just watched Kiki's Delivery Service for the first time.
Did you love it so much?
Bro, I fucking
did you love it?
I was Okay.
I'm shocked. Oh my god. I thought this was such a Kelsey movie.
Okay.
If we were on StreamYard, that was our thing, right?
Yeah, that was our thing.
Oh, the way I just like walked around the road. Oh, I lost everything. Lost vision. You didn't like it? Oh, tell me.
I can't say I didn't like this movie. I did adore this movie. It was such a good, wonderful movie with a great message to it, you know? Like,
can I question you this, though?
Yeah.
Are you a Ghibli fan, though?
I mean, I like Ghibli stuff. I haven't seen every single movie. I'm not frothing at the mouth for the latest one.
I'm really trying not to get us canceled, man.
Ugh.
I'm not a huge Ghibli fan. I'm really not. Like, I'm really not. I
haven't seen a lot of them. I've seen maybe 4 now.
Pretty much on par with me. I haven't seen a whole bunch of them, but like, I think they are okay. I appreciate their animation. Their animation is, because it's all hand drawn by like a guy. That's flawless, phenomenal. It's great.
Yeah.
I just don't I don't typically enjoy their stories because I find them to be very blah. I think they're just like events that unfold. There's no real, people are going to rip me alive. I just don't think there's many messages in them. I think it's just like, I don't think there's like ideas, because usually you would pick, it's just like real life. The whole thing is it's like real life, and you can pick apart like real life things in those scenarios, but it's not like a grand like, well, here's an idea. You just get an idea from watching this person's life. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's what I mean.
I feel like there are definitely messages being pushed in the Ghibli movies, but they're not like overt ham-handed type of stuff. It's not like
very subtle.
Yeah. It's not like they have an idea and they're like, we're going to make a movie about like, what if this scenario? They make a movie about just like a person experiencing life, and here's the lessons that they learned along the way.
Yes. And I think that's my thing, because unless I'm going through a situation like them, I feel like I guess that's what I mean, because it's like, well, it is similar to another movie, but it's just because it's just simply watching this person's life.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with it as much most of the time.
Okay.
Because it's not really like a scenario. It's not like an event. It's, you literally just watch this person's life for maybe a week or two, and then you move on.
That's kind of what goes on in this movie, and I mean,
but I actually do like this movie kind of.
You're watching her kind of like learn what she wants to do as a witch, and it just happens to be like delivering packages, which is a real strange thing for a witch to do, honestly.
Everyone hey, she's just a Fry in her world, right? Fry, Philip J. Fry. She just delivers. That's what she does, you know?
Yeah. And I mean, if that's what brings you joy, because I mean, that's kind of the whole thing with this movie, is they're supposed to like go out on their journey when they turn 13 to figure out what it is they're supposed to do in life. And she's like, oh, my chore is like to help people. I'm really good at delivering stuff because I'm fast. I have a broomstick. I can go deliver this baby pacifier to that woman all the way down the hill, and it's no problem.
Yeah.
So I don't have any problems with the plot or the story of the movie until we get to the very fucking end, because
I was about to say, I have a feeling I know why you don't like this now.
Yeah, you know why. So she gets all the way through her job and everything, and she has this fucking sweet little adorable cat with her, Gigi, who's just like her best fucking friend.
Yeah. The punches were loud. Oh, man.
It's her best friend. And we watch this girl, like, try to figure out who she is, try to make it alone in the world. And she has a rough time of it. She gets, like, just shit on by life for a little bit. And things are tough. And you want to see a story about, like, a girl persevering. And, like, she ends up losing her powers. Like, her powers being able to talk to Gigi. And I was like, that sucks. I hate that.
Yeah.
And I expected, maybe this is naive of me to expect this of a Ghibli movie. I expected at the end, like, once she saved the boy and, like, you know, figured out, she kind of like got her shit together again. I thought that at the end we would see her and Gigi be able to talk again like best friends that they are.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on the fucking couch just bawling my goddamn eyes out because she can't talk to her fucking cat anymore.
I knew it.
So mad. Literally, I was waiting for the mid-credit scene or something, or the post-credits even. And I turned to Richard and I'm like, she's gonna talk to him though, right? Like, I'm gonna start fucking crying talking about this right now. And like, she gets to talk to the cat again, right?
And like he had not seen it either, right? So he's like, I don't know.
He's fully seen the movie before, and he looks at me and he holds my hand. He's like, she doesn't get to talk to him anymore because she grew up. And I'm like, no. It was so upsetting.
See, that
makes me so angry.
That is one of the things that I think made me like it, because it's kind of like a stakes thing.
I guess.
But it was like, because I guess it's like how we have imaginary friends and then like we forget them as we grow up, right? And that was like the whole thing with her and Gigi. Like when she grows up,
it was her bing bong.
Yeah, and that's all fucked up.
And I didn't like it when Bing Bong died either.
I don't like that either, but I'm like, yeah, Inside Out's pretty good, I guess.
So
man, I saw you write this in the thing, and I was like, oh, fuck, Kelsey saw a good movie. She's going to love this. And you're like, I hated it.
I did love this movie. It was a great movie. The ending did not sit right in my tummy, and I was sad for a couple hours afterward.
I think
I'll never stop talking to my cats.
I think that's my thing with Ghibli movies, is like there's usually no climax to these movies to me.
Yeah, because they just kind of end.
Everything is on the same level of intensity the whole way through.
Yes.
But see, I'm such a fucking hypocrite though, because I fucking eat the shit out of Totoro though, and Totoro has no climax, has no real problem or issue.
Or stakes. Yeah, like nothing really happens in that movie.
Eat that fucking movie. I love that fucking movie though. That movie literally makes me bawl though. It makes me cry.
Really?
I love that, like the way they just like believe in that dude and like that childishness to like, but then like he was real though, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about that movie that I fucking love. I just really love those siblings together. I love that shit. I love those sisters. They're so beautiful.
I love that they're voiced by the Fanning sisters.
I know. It's so awesome. Maybe it's just because, you know, the little girl was just trying to take some corn to her mom, and I thought that was sweet. I don't know. I just fucking, I eat that movie up every, like if it comes on, I can't stop watching it, and I'll watch it all the way through, riveted. But it's the same thing. Nothing really happens.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that one works for me when the same fucking thing happens in, you know, 8 other movies that he has, and I don't like them to the same level. I don't know what that means about me.
I think that maybe that specific movie just speaks to you because it is about like childlike wonder, and you are the embodiment of childlike wonder. Like, you don't lose that spark.
See, maybe that's it. It's just I can't relate enough to some of those ideas because they are so subtle that it's not really trying to say like, think about this idea. I only think about it if I go, well, what would it be like if I left home to do this? Because it's not, like you said, overhanded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe that's why, because I would have to think too much afterward, whereas I'm not thinking during the movie about it because it's really getting that message across. And I think that's why I like South Park so much, because they always build the topic up so much you can't be, you can't help but know, oh,
the definition of ham-handed,
I get the idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also think Ghibli movies are kind of boring.
That's a fair assessment. I mean, I don't feel the same way, but I see where you're coming from.
Do you know how many times I've tried to watch Princess Mononoke, man? A lot.
I haven't seen that one. I'd like to.
The beginning is, like, from an animation standpoint, it is riveting to people like us that love animated stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, the story starts, and I just, and I fall asleep. I've never seen past, like, 20 minutes in. And it's like a 2-hour movie. It's a long one. I'm really not even a big fan of Ponyo a lot. Ponyo's all right.
I haven't seen that one.
Ponyo's okay. It's a weird story. And since it's just, like, the life of these 2 kids at that time, I think it's because Ghibli movies don't give answers. Because we can't know the answers because we are following your life. And if you don't learn the answer, how would we know? And I think that's what drives me away sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
there
that's
it is.
the
Sorry,
one...
guys. Disregard every mean thing I said beforehand. It's just that I don't get a lot of answers, and that bothers me. There you go.
Yeah.
Because, like, why in Ponyo? Who was the lady in the sea that was sleeping with Liam Neeson that made Ponyo? What is their fucking dynamic? We never learn what that's about.
Knowing nothing about anything for this movie, that's a wild sentence.
And that is exactly what happens. And you would be like, well, how did he have sex with this 80-foot lady? And why does he take care of the oceans? What's his deal? And we never learn. What is her dad's deal? I have so many questions about him. And I'll never know because guess what? Not about him. Well, I still want to know. And that's what... one that I do like, though.
Okay.
Oh, it's The Secret World of Arrietty. It's basically The Borrowers.
Oh, I haven't even heard of this one.
That one's really fucking good. I love... Oh, I got Kelsey's movie. I got it, guys.
Okay,
Fine. You don't like Kiki? That's cool. I got you a good cat movie, man. You need to watch The Cat Returns, the Ghibli movie. You would eat that movie up. Because those cats learn to talk to her, and it never fucking stops, man.
Good.
And then she almost becomes a cat. That's your movie. I'm putting that in the drive later. I'm putting it...
Yes, please.
Well, you got HBO Max. You can just watch it there.
Oh, yeah. Are they all on there?
Ghibli, it lives on HBO Max. Every single one is there. So,
sweet.
The Cat Returns with Anne Hathaway. That's your movie. That's your assignment, man. You're going to love it.
Okay.
I'm sad, though, because Kiki is it's a classic one, but I will admit it's not one of my favorite ones either. It is a good one, though. I do like it.
I enjoyed it. I hated the ending.
And that's fair, because Gigi's fucking dope. I want to talk to him, too.
I know. And he got a little wife, and we don't get to learn about his thoughts on her. I'm going to throw up. Like, it makes me so
Or his
sad.
little babies. Or his babies. He had babies, right?
I don't think he
and
had
just
babies.
like the...
He had babies.
Yeah, that was just in the credits. You see the little babies coming around and stuff.
Fuck, I didn't stick around for that. I was too sad.
I said, he doesn't talk to her anymore. Fuck this movie. And just got up and left.
Literally.
Oh, God. Okay. Well,
I'm okay.
I think maybe we'll float this by you guys as well. You guys can vote on it. But you probably don't like me anymore. But we could do like where we like watch a Ghibli movie and try to talk about it or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, like we both love Spirited Away though, right?
Oh yeah, classic.
I mean, that movie's pretty fucking right. I didn't like it the first time.
Why?
I guess I just didn't get it.
Okay.
There were no answers, and I still don't know the answer to why she knows that her parents aren't pigs in the thing. I don't know. It still bugs me. The ending still bugs me a bit. But Radish Spirit, his fucking dance, it just makes that movie. I could just watch that forever. He's the best. Anyway. But the opposite of what you're telling me, a subtle thing, how about overly ham-fisted yet again? I went to a pre-screening of a movie, and I was so excited to drop this bomb on you guys. And then I didn't have a voice, and I couldn't record last week. But here I am now. I saw Together a week before it came out. I got pre-screening tickets and went to see Together with Dave Franco and Allison Brie, who are actually married. I did not know that. Oh,
yeah.
It made that movie make
couple.
way more sense. Okay.
Oh, my God. I have been watching like previews and TikToks for this movie. I wanted to see it so bad, but I wanted you to see it first because I want to see if I should see it.
You can fully see it.
Okay.
It is so far from a gross Terrifier type movie. In fact, the part that there's two parts that everyone's weird about in the trailer. The eyeballs coming together, and when she's like, whiskey for the pain, baby, and she goes to like cut something off of them and you don't know what's going on.
I did not see that part.
Oh, well, there's a part where they're like literally stuck together, and she has a fucking Sawzall, like handheld saw, and she goes like, here's whiskey, baby, here we go. And she goes, and it starts to like cut or whatever. So people are like, oh, it's going to be bloody and gross. This movie is so far from bloody and gross. It is that scene in particular, their arms are fused together like right here, right?
Just along the outside.
Yep. So like he's pressed in here and she's pressed in, and it's just fully stuck on like elbow to wrist, right?
Like if you shared an airplane armrest together.
Yep. And when she goes to cut it off, that's what this movie does to alleviate that. It's one of those movies that goes to the hardcore and then immediately joke time, and it's funny.
Okay.
And so like you feel better, right?
All right.
So that one, she's drinking the whiskey, he's doing it, she's tying up the belts, and you're like, oh God, she's tourniqueting everything, and she goes, and she comes down, and then it immediately, as soon as she gets close to touching it, they're sitting like on opposite ends of the kitchen eating breakfast.
Okay.
So you see nothing, and then you're immediately left with a joke of like, you just had this traumatic thing, and you're just quietly eating together. You know, like it does a balance like that a lot.
Okay.
This is what I would like to call an art house movie.
Okay.
Where we are going to take an idea, we're going to take a topic, and we're going to visually represent that topic so that you have no choice but to understand the point that we're making.
All right.
So the whole point of Together is getting married. You fuse together when you get married. That's a concept, but in this movie, when you get married, you literally merge into a singular person. That's the whole point of the movie.
Interesting.
But they are on the rocks, so the whole thing is they don't know if they want to be together. So, you know, he's drawn to her, but she's not to him. So then they kind of get stuck together. You get it?
Okay.
Because she even says, like, well, you know, the longer we take to like split up, the harder it's going to be because they fuse harder. But you could also just say that in a relationship. You see somebody fused at the end, which would be like a marriage that is not going well. Like you get what they're saying, but they're just visually showing you instead of trying to sell you the idea.
Okay.
So it's literally a movie just about relationships and that kind of stuff, but giving you a visual representation of what it is like to be drawn to one another, to want to separate from one another, to being stuck together, to merging and becoming happily married or unhappily married. Okay. That's the whole idea. So I gave an 8. I docked it for insinuating there would be gore, for there to be no gore at all.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you lost a point there. And then because it's just so, I mean, you know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you're beating me too much with the idea. And then I took it down a point again. So I say it's an 8. It's not one that I would watch again. Because, like, this is one of those movies where, like, once you know the message they're telling you, you know the message. Why would you need to watch it again?
Yeah.
There's no, like, there's, like, a heist, the thrill of this or something, you know? But, like, it's just, like,
it's just
having
like the one metaphor, and they stretch it out over
that's the whole
minutes?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It is good, though. And, I mean, it'd be good if you have never maybe thought about relationships in that way before, you know? So it'd be good to, like, go, you know, I never thought of it that way. It's, you know, good in that way. But I will say there are some scenes that are just artistically some of the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life, though.
Who directed this movie?
Oh, man. Let me see. Dude, there's a scene.
Alison Brie has been, like, I don't know if she's directed anything specifically, but I know that she's been creatively involved in a lot of movies.
Oh,
and she has some weird brain ideas.
I looked this guy up because I've never heard of this guy, and he's literally made nothing.
Okay.
His name is Michael Shanks. But he makes a lot of, like, short film stuff. And I guess his short films, like, really take in people. So, like, Alison Brie and Dave Franco do, like, a little short beforehand. Like, hey, we're bringing you this movie. I hope you like it. Blah, blah, blah. And they were like, Michael is just so brilliant with his ideas and how he wants to show these to you that we just couldn't help but be in this movie.
Okay.
So, like, this is just this idea. And he's really good. I mean, like I said, you can't watch this and not understand visually what he means.
Yeah.
So, like, this director guy definitely has an eye. Like, he can sell this idea to you very, very well.
Do you think it would have been better suited as a short?
No. I mean, it really is a good movie. I just wish they hadn't sold it as so much of a horror movie. I'd almost just call it a drama movie.
I feel like they're alienating their audience.
This is not a horror movie to me. This is a drama. This is a hardcore drama. with horror elements.
Yeah.
Horror drama, maybe, is what I would call it. But, like, there's some scenes, though, that are just, oh, my God, they're so good. So the whole thing is you drink from, I'm just going to tell you guys. You guys can still go see it, though, because you have to see it to get the full thing.
Right.
The idea is there's this pool of water somewhere, and when you drink it, it makes you want to fuse with another person. That's like the gist. So basically, when you get married, you go to this church, you both drink from the water, and it makes you just like merge into a single person.
Fun.
I mean, that's literally what it is. There's no other way about it. So they are out hiking. They fall in this cave. He drinks the water, so he is drawn to her. But she's not drawn to him. And that was the whole thing. Like, she had, like, proposed to him earlier in the movie, and he said no, but kind of yes. But now, like, he's drawn to her, so it's, like, the whole, like... It's just the dynamics of relationships going back and forth.
Yeah.
And so he's, like, super drawn to her. And they wind up having sex in a bathroom at some point. And now, like, whatever was in him is now in her.
Okay, sexually transmitted cave water.
Kind of thing. So then she becomes drawn to him. And he's, like, trying to tell her, like, this is what's happening. Like, something is making us drawn together. And he's like, look at your blood on the table. And this, like, drop of blood is literally beelining for him. And she's like, you're just making shit up. And then that night, because now it's in her, they both, like sleeping on opposite ends of the fucking house. And it's like literally, he's just being drug across the floor. This force is just drawing him towards her. And it's one of the best horror moments in the movie. Alison Brie is terrifying, my guy. She's great.
I love her in horror roles. Like, she did amazing in Horse Girl, and I wanted to see her in weird shit since then.
Dude, her door opens up, but she's, like, backwards, and she bends backwards with her mouth all open, and then she starts, like, contorting and, like, being drugged towards him. And so she's like, what's happening? He's like, I fucking told you this was happening. And, like, they start, like, coming together, but she's getting, like, horribly twisted and hurt getting drawn towards him.
Ooh.
And then that scene turns funny immediately, which ruins that whole moment. See, that too. If it's going to be horror, let me be scared.
Yeah.
But they lighten it all with comedy, like, right after. And I don't like that shit.
Okay.
So the whole thing is he went to a doctor and they said, here's Valium because you have anxiety. So sometimes your brain creates a scenario that your body reacts to, and then your body feeds back into the brain and it becomes a loop. So take the Valium, your body will relax and it won't be able to respond to these signals your brain gives. Okay. And then you won't be anxious anymore. And he's like, okay.
Diagnosed as woman.
When they're getting drawn together through that hallway, their hands meet and they literally just like merge into their arms and shit. And he's like, grab my pills, grab the pills. And she's like, what pills? And he's like, in the fucking thing. So she pulls out the Valium. She's like, Valium. And he's like, don't worry about it. Just take them. And she can't get them open because their arms are fused. And she's like, fucking child locks. And they finally get the pills open. And he's like, just eat them. She's like, how many? He's like, I don't know. Just keep popping them. So they're just popping Valium like fucking crazy. And then she's like, can we make it work faster? And he's like, yeah, if we break them and snort them. So they're just crunching pills, snorting Valium off the floor.
Oh, my God.
Right in the middle of this horrific scene that they just had. And that scene is super funny. But it's in the same scene.
Yeah.
So it's not a scary movie to me.
Okay.
At all. But it was good enough. And I think it's worth one watch just to be like, just to get that idea in you. Yeah. And then you can think about it or do whatever you want with it later.
Okay.
Good enough. But I think my standout, I saw Superman.
Yes. I'm hearing amazing things about Superman.
It's really fucking good. I gave that one a straight 10 out of 10. It's great.
Good.
Here's the only reason I care. I love James Gunn. I know that he was in trouble for some shit for a time, but he's the Guardians of the Galaxy guy. Mm-hmm. And I'm only super interested because he made the Guardians of the Galaxy, which was a D-list set of characters that Marvel had, into some of their top... Everybody knows who fucking Rocket Raccoon and Groot are these days.
Yeah, I feel like they are the level that, like, Iron Man was when he first came out.
Yeah. But nobody knew who they were before that movie, and now the world knows who they are. Like,
yeah,
he he has a way to take a character and make you really just vibe with them, right? Mm-hmm. So since I'm not a Superman guy, I wanted to know, can you make me vibe with Superman?
Yeah.
And he didn't. I actually vibed with the villain Lex Luthor a little bit more. He made that really good. Actually, my standout character is another character I've never heard of before. He has some guy in it named Mr. Terrific. That's my favorite guy I've ever seen in my life. He stole the movie for me. It was amazing. I've never heard of this character, and I care about him more than Superman that I've known my whole life.
Okay.
For his 20 minutes of screen time.
Mr. Terrific.
He's great, dude. You would love him in that movie. But the only reason I wanted to see it was he made Guardians so good that DC said, hey, will you just take over our movie side of the company as a whole? Like, we just want to make you the Kevin Feige of DC because you made Guardians so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were like, can you be our Dave Filoni? Like, can you right our ship and make us better? Yeah. Because Wonder Woman's not working. Batman's not working. Everything we're making is just not working. Like, we apparently don't get it. You made unnamed heroes household names. Can you bring that magic to us? Yeah. So since this is the first thing, I just wanted to see what's he bringing to the table. And I thought it was a great movie. No origin story needed. I still cared. It feels like such a lived-in world. Like, there's a whole scene where he's just, like, talking to Lois in their apartment together, and there's a whole other team of superheroes fighting a bad guy outside.
Okay.
And then she's like, do you need to go do that? And he's like, they got it. I'm talking to you. Like, let's have our conversation. And that just makes it feel so lived in. You know what I mean? Like, that seems real. That seems plausible enough. So it's just good, and I think you guys should see it. I really don't want to say more than that, because I think it is really good.
For me,
bro. Did you? Okay. There's a scene where he saves a squirrel, and test audiences wanted that out of that movie.
Why?
Why the fuck? I can guarantee it's because, well, I'm not a squirrel. Why should I care about another living creature? If he were saving a human, I could relate to that. Whereas I saw that scene and went,
all the time.
He literally cares about any living thing. To me, that sold it way harder.
That's the thing with Superman. He's supposed to be like the Boy Scout. He's the good guy. He is Superman. Like, he's the hero, guys. Like, why would we...
Man, I kind of want to tell you like a twist, man.
I'm not going to... I don't care at all about
Okay, I'm telling you, the twist is pretty good. So, dude, the intro is so fucking amazing. I know you would love the intro with me. It's all text. It says, 300 years ago, superheroes came to the world or something, like gods and whatever came to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
300. So then 30 years ago, a baby was sent from his home planet, crash landed on Earth, and was raised in Kansas. 3 years ago, so it's like all in threes, 300 to 30, 3 days ago, this happened. 3 hours ago, this happened. 3 minutes ago, this happened. And then it's like 3 seconds ago, Superman just lost his first fight. And then he fucking crash lands right in the screen.
Cool.
And I loved that, like, countdown of time to then the movie start. Oh, it's fucking neat. I really dug that.
Very unique.
So then he goes to the Fortress of Solitude to get healed, and he has robots that are played by Alan Tudyk, because of course he's KS. What's his name from Rogue One?
KS2O.
Yeah, love that guy. Well, it's basically that. And this one goes, oh, turn on that video from his parents. It soothes him. And so he's listening to this video from when his parents sent him off the planet, right? And they're telling him, we're going to send you to this planet. You're going to be this like person for them. Well, later, so he's grown up for 30 years hearing that part of the tape, and then it's broken. And later, Lex sneaks into the Fortress of Solitude and has this robot lady hack the video, and she unlocks the rest of it. And it turns out, so then he broadcasts it to the world, and the rest of the video is, they go, yeah, you're going to go there and be this thing for them. You're going to rule over them. And it turns out he was actually sent there to rule them and own them and kill people that didn't agree with him.
Oh, shit.
but he only ever watched the beginning, so he always thought that he was there for a good purpose, and now he's shaken down to his core because he's like, I'm here for a horrible reason. I'm actually bad.
That's nuts.
And then you have this touching moment with his dad, who's the fucking guy from Constantine that, like, his eyes never stay still.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I love that guy, but he's like, who cares what the video says? Even if you'd watched it your whole life and you chose to be the person you are today, that's who you would be. Who cares what anyone said you should be? Your actions tell you what you are. And you're a good guy. That's what you want to be. Who cares what your parents said? You be what you want to be. And it was great. I'm getting chills thinking about it. It was a good movie, dude. It was so good. Like, that movie, and like, I've seen so many reviews where people go, when's the last time you saw a movie that made you just feel good, and that the ending thing was just be good to people, be kind, and be happy? That's the message of the movie.
Message.
Everyone's fucking know.
Everyone's just up in arms, like, I can't believe the Superman just wants me to be a good person. Like, why should I ever want to do that? What the fuck is wrong with America? Like, I know it's dire right now, guys, but holy shit. Superman, man, the good man, the good.
Honestly, it's really the movie we needed right now. It is such a good movie.
It should be mandatory watching, I feel. Like, I haven't seen it, of course, but I feel like it's something that everyone should be watching right now.
I think when I can get it my way, I'm going to shoot it your way, and I do think you should watch it because I think you would get a lot out of it, because it's still not even really the whole, like, because I know that the thing you don't like in superhero movies is it's just good versus evil. We know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But this one has so many ideas, and I love this one review. Somebody goes, the Superman movie, you know, everyone's talking that it's like all about kindness and all this stuff. It just taught me that I could hate people a lot more, because Lex's whole thing is he just hates Superman. He's so narcissistic. He has this speech, and Nicholas Hoult fucking wrecked that role, dude. It was nuts.
I love Nicholas Hoult.
He ate that shit up. I'm going to tell you, it was some of the best shit he's ever done. But he has this speech where he's like, him and Superman are talking about something, and he's like, I will admit this to you. Yes, I think I'm better than everyone on this planet. He was like, I can't tell you how much fucking vomit rises up in my throat when I hear my name with the likes of like Galileo and like Aristotle, like literally big name people. He's like, I'm not even in their breath. I'm above them. Like, he is so about himself. And he's like, and then you fucking show up with your little Boy Scout, everything's perfect, and you can do all this shit when I deserve to be that person. Like he literally just fucking hates him.
It sounds like a lot of speech that we're seeing in America today.
I'm just saying. I thought you were going to say something else.
Who were you about to get all defensive about?
Oh, no, I'm not. But the movie ends. Taylor turns and goes, so, like, Lex is gay for him, right? And I'm like, no. And then everybody's like, so Lex is gay for Superman in this movie, right? And I go through a whole Reddit search about how, in the history of time, Lex is, like, canonically just kind of gay for Superman, but it's never been confirmed in comics.
All right.
Because there's this old clip from the old 90s cartoon show when the Batman show was on.
Yeah.
Where Superman died. So Lex clones a Superman to beat up. And he's all like, why'd you leave me? I wasn't done with you yet. And he's beating him up with his shirt off. And then goes, who's your daddy?
What the fuck?
So I just like turn back and go like, yeah, he's probably gay for him. It's just really fucking good. It's about... There's actually a country invading another country for no other reason that we're just kind of watching happen. It seems like a different war that was happening not too long ago.
Interesting.
And that part made me cry because I think you like it too, where people just like believe in a thing.
Yes.
And so this country's standing there watching like this army roll up, and they're like a broke country. So they're just out there with like pitchforks and shit. And these people are rolling up with tanks and whatever. And this band of like 6 kids put a Superman flag on a pole and raise it and just scream for Superman. But guess what? He doesn't show. He doesn't come.
No.
Because he's dealing with the things here. So the other group of heroes, Superman sends them to go fight and save people, which is nice.
Okay.
But like,
so they don't just die.
No, they don't. I mean, some people do die, but not the kids. But like, then that makes it like a bit more real. Like, he can't be everywhere. He's literally dealing. The problem that's happening at home was like there'd be no Earth left. I can't exactly go stop this war from happening right now. You know. But he gets people to go do it. Like, you have to rely on others for help, and it doesn't hurt to get help. Like, there's a lot of just good messages in that movie. Yeah. It's a phenomenal movie. I didn't think I'd like it that much. I really like that movie. It's really good.
Good. I'm glad. It seems like it's really resonating with people right now, and I feel like you said, it's a movie that we need right now.
Definitely. You guys should go check it out if you can. I think that is the top movie still over the past couple weeks. That's the one. So with that, you want to take a little break? Come on back. Let's do it.
Yes.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe. You don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like the Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the corner-moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, the Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
I didn't think we'd be back for this. It's been a while.
It's been so long.
It's been so long since that Monster Monday.
Monster Monday. I forgot what was happening in Monster. Like
I said, it'd been like 3 weeks. Yeah. And I was like, do I even like that show? What's that show again? Started these 4 and was like, oh, I like this show.
I know. I was worried. I was like, I'm going to fall out of love with Monster. We stopped watching it. But
nope.
No, it's took me right back in.
Super good. Let's jump into it.
Let's hop in.
Okay.
So we watched episodes 47 through 50. So if you haven't watched those, pause right now, go do your homework, come back.
Exactly. Can I just say, first of all, the naming convention for these, I was so about. Like, you could tell these 4 were, man, you picked a good 4. They were so, like, about each other even.
Yes.
Oh, the title and everything about these 4 were a good block. This was a good, solid block together. I don't see how it ended the arc, though. I don't feel ended it in this arc at all.
So these 4 don't really like wrap up or give us any answers.
Which bothered me because that's how every single one of these has felt for every other arc. I was like, yeah, that's done. I'm ready for what's next. And this one, I feel like the mysteries are still right in my face.
I think that it's an intentional build up into that, though, because, I mean, the arc ends with Tim's arrest. And that comes kind of out of nowhere. It's very sudden, and we pluck our hero out of his whole situation. So
that is a good end, I guess, because, like, now it's, captured 10 arc time, I guess. you know? I said, like, last Monster Monday, I was like, I just want to meet the mama. And the fact that, like, I didn't meet the mama makes me feel like I didn't get there, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we did learn a lot. And actually, one of these episodes, I like I'm such a weird guy. I love my fucked up shit. And one of these is just so fucking fucked up. I was like, this is the best episode.
I have been waiting for this episode to come because I was like, I can't wait for Robert to see this and experience this.
Oh, God. I was just...
I know. I could feel your...
Oh, my God.
Your airwaves through the world coming to me.
Then the ending to make me cry the way it did. Just...
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
That's 49. Let's start with 47.
Let's start with 47.
47.
So in this
Boom.
one, we arrive back on Nina and Dieter. They have just come back into Prague. And
so, which is a direct answer to our whole thing last Monster Monday, where
yes.
I was even like, well, wait, which one is the real Nina? And you were like, well, she's with Dieter. And this is the first time since we saw them leave together that they've appeared at all. So, boom.
Yeah.
Nina and Dieter, we know they're safe. I felt good.
Yes. But it's a little bit weird because Nina has arrived in Prague, never really been here before to her own knowledge. And people are like, oh, Anna. Hi, Anna. What's up, Anna?
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck is going on? That's not my name. And
I loved how she didn't say anything to them and just like walked by. And they were like, what's wrong with her? She's always so nice.
Where's our friend Anna? That's
a
weird behavior. Yeah, so Anna is like running through the streets of Prague and Dieter's like, hey, there's no restaurants here. Do you want to go somewhere else? He's just kind of like being himself.
Yeah.
But she's having a little bit of an identity crisis. So we have two kind of storylines going on here because we have Dieter and Nina, and then we have Tenma and Grimmer who are doing their own little investigation.
Yeah.
So last we left,
I don't know if this happened in this one. I think Tenma's already said this in the last set of Monster Mondays when he was with Grimmer. But he was talking with people in Prague and was interviewing people, and they said Anna, and he was all like, something's up because she don't use that.
Yeah.
And then I love that here because she tells Dieter, because he's like, yeah, there's nowhere to be. Like, what do we do? And she's like, people keep calling me Anna. Like, I'm already tipped off to something going on here. Like, the fact of that name alone can tip both these people off to, like, what's happening. I loved that. I love that shit.
Good. It's perfection.
That just shows Johan is actually not so fucking smart, dude. Because if he had just used Nina, he would have literally been under the radar for all this time. But he has tipped everyone off now.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
The thing is, though, like, I think he's doing it on purpose because he doesn't know Nina. He knows Anna. Anna is his twin. Anna is the one that he's been with. So he doesn't know who Nina is. That's her whole other life that he's not been there for. And
that's true.
I think he's intentionally taking on the persona of Anna, being like, this is who you could be. This is who you are in your core.
Didn't he say that to her, like, way back in the letters early on? Like, I know who you really are, or some shit. Walk through the flowers with you, or whatever. But, like, he even said something like, you can be your real you, or something like that. Something
along those lines, yeah. It's just kind of hearkening to I know who you really are type of thing.
You're right. Okay.
So, Tenma and Grimmer are looking for Detective Suk, who was... What happened to Suk last time we saw him?
He got shot 15,000 times in that building.
Right. Yeah. Oh, my God. I forgot about that.
And so he got taken away to a hospital, and they're looking for him. And the hospital they went to, he wasn't fucking there.
Yeah. And why did they go to that hospital? I was a little bit confused because they went there and like, he's not here? What happened?
Because that's where all the survivors from that building went. And then you find out he was actually taken to a special hospital that's a Prague secret police hospital because they're essentially holding him hostage.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So
they wouldn't know where that one is. Yeah.
Yeah. But when they leave the hospital, that nerdy-ass gangster dude is standing there. He's like, well, actually, I know where he is. Go, come with me. And... they get in the car with this dude. They go meet this like Czech secret police spy guy, and
like their godfather almost. He's like the guy.
Yeah, and he also has a connection to 511 Kinderheim because his nephew was there.
Yes.
And I want to know if this part touched your heart the way it did with me. So like,
if Grimmer's there.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up. Period.
I know.
I'm just fucked up. Period.
Character, man. I fucking love Grimmer, and I'm so happy you love him too. But yeah, so like Suk's being held captive. What they want to do, the Czech secret police want to exchange Suk for the tape of Johan and the research into Kinderheim 511 because they have ties to it. They want to know who the monster is. They want to know his origins, all that shit. So they're in negotiations, and then the main dude, what's his name? Lanka? Ranka?
Hang on.
The captain that they're talking with. I think it was Lanka.
Captain Carl Ronka. It's R.
Ranka.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're talking to this dude, and he brings out this photo, and he's like, my nephew was at Kinderheim 511.
Do you know him?
Did you know him? And then Grimmer, like, dude, this is one of like the moments in Monster that fucked me up, because he's like, I don't really know this guy, and leaves. But then he's like, hot cocoa when he gets to the car, and he runs back inside, and he's just like, I remember that he loved hot cocoa so much, but when I was really sick, he gave me his hot cocoa because he cared for me as a person. And then he launches into this whole fucking thing about how when they were at the orphanage, they were getting their memories drained, taken away from them.
Yeah.
They were having their identities kind of siphoned away from who they were.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about now. That's not even what I thought about. I was just thinking about how he remembered, but yeah. Yeah.
So what Grimmer said, he said, I knew that I was going to forget myself. We all knew that we were going to forget ourselves. So we charged each other with remembering who we were. So I remember that he loved hot cocoa, and I remember that he loved bugs, and he wanted to become an entomologist. Your friends remember who you are, even when you don't.
Yeah, I got fucked up. I'm fucked up now. When he was saying that, I was like, oh, like, I don't know why, but like when kids in shows, anime or whatever, like are faced with those super adult things and come up with those super brilliant adult solutions, that fucks my world up. Because like at fucking 8 years old, you shouldn't have to be able to go like, remember me for when I don't. That is not a fucking thing you can even imagine. God. And then they did all that. You know, that's so... Yeah, I think that's why I liked Promise Neverland so much when we watched that.
Yes, that's exactly what this part reminded me of, because the kids remember who they each are. Like, they remember each other. They know each other. They exist there together, and they're prisoners together, and they're just like fighting through it together.
Yeah.
That's one.
That's why you fucking love Rogue One, because they get lost, but everyone remembers them after for what they did.
Man,
that part got me. Yeah, that part got me big time, and you just made me feel it again when you were discussing it, because I kind of forgot about we charged each other to remember. I was like, oh yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
So that was like the heavy hitting part of this little arc for me. I mean, what
for the episode maybe through. For me. For me, it's still that ending of 49, man.
Definitely.
My world be rocked.
Point of the episode for me, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, not a whole lot else happens in this one. We do find out they end up making a deal for not even making a deal yet. They just tell everybody. They tell the spy everything about Johann. They're like, here's what's going on with Johann. Here's this guy. This is who he is and what you need to know about him. And then they end up finding out about Franz Bonaparte, but how does that come to be? I forget.
So that's the only reason I'm going to bring this up, because none of it really pertains in these four. I just know it's going to mean something, because they won't shut up about it. But essentially, they figure out the author for the Nameless Monster book was this guy named Franz Bonaparte, but he had like 3 other pseudonyms that he used.
Yes.
And so there's all these different names, and he wrote weird fucking books, because later they interview like one of his friends, and he came up with wild fucking stories.
Yeah.
And he just seemed to be like a really weird guy, but he also had all these different names, and people know him for these different names in like different parts of the countries and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I know it's going to be something.
Yes.
But basically, the guy who wrote the book, Franz Bonaparte, was actually part of taking care of the Liebert twins a long time ago, and he was living at that Red Rose Mansion.
Yes.
And then that's like our first clue, and we don't really touch on that again.
Yeah. So,
but
and then I mean,
the Nina and Dieter were walking around.
Meanwhile, Nina's
Prague,
just like hallucinating, basically.
Yeah. Well, Nina goes to like their old home, and starts having Grimmer style flashbacks of remembering her brother and her mom and all this other shit.
Yeah, it's funny because they just kind of like happen to be walking around Prague, and they walk down the alleyway to the Three Frogs, and she's like, why do I know this place? They just kind of like stumble accidentally into the solution, whereas, you know, Tenma is out there doing hardcore research and detective work, and Dieter's just like, I'm hungry, let's check down this alleyway. And then Nina's like, frogs,
See, what I actually thought you were going to say to me earlier, you started to say something, and I thought you were going to go, one of my biggest fears is like to forget something like this.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I feel like there are people that are really scared of like forgetting things in this manner.
Included.
Because this is kind of scary stuff. Yeah. And the fact of like having these memories flood back that you cannot remember. I don't want to know that feeling one day. That sounds wild. But so that's kind of all that really happens in 47. So that is the door to a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
And so the door in the nightmare would be the one to her house when she goes and starts going crazy, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
and one more thing in this episode, because she's having that like vision of a little girl being like, welcome home. She keeps seeing herself. So like she's coming home to herself, and she doesn't know what the fuck that's about.
Yeah. I was a little
Do you have theories on that?
I kind of forgot about that part because it was like only in that episode. And that was like the first one of the 4, and then wild shit happened since then.
I remember
because that little girl, she's holding the book. It makes me feel like since Johan is currently passing as her now, he's been doing this for a long time. That's my theory.
Yes.
That's my
I'm
theory.
going to go ahead and confirm your theory for you, because I think they have already mentioned this before. Remember when Tenma was interrogating that one guy, and he was like, how many kids live there? And he was like, oh, it was just one kid. I don't remember if it was a boy or a girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see?
She is trading out the twins kind of just to hide the fact that she has twins. And I don't remember why she's doing that, but that is definitely what's going on.
It'd probably be a lot easier just pretend you have a boy and keep him in short hair, but hey, whatever.
You would think, but I mean, whatever. Floats your boat.
Whatever, lady.
So seems to,
he's a
beautiful little boy, so he passes well as a girl.
No, that's right. Because they even said that they confiscated the child, which was the girl, and then later there was some boy that burned down the house trying to make macaroni and cheese. So they definitely were only portraying the daughter.
Right.
Anna, I guess. So, okay. I mean, I felt like that was kind of on the nose because, I mean, he's holding the book. So I was like, I think that's Johan. But now that you've asked it, I'm like, what? So I guess he portrayed her a lot. But now that we're talking about the past ones, yeah, she's just remembering all the times that she probably had to see him. Oh, you never saw that Netflix movie, What Happened to Monday, right?
No.
Oh, bro, you would love that movie. Basically, you can only have, so it's like a future movie. You can only have one child. And if you have more than one, they kill all the rest. And you literally, if you get pregnant the second time, termination. Like, you can only have one child. And this guy's wife gets pregnant with fucking 7, like septuplets or whatever.
Quick.
So he would have to pick one, kill the other 6. Well, he sneaks out and is able to have all 7 children. They're all twins. So what they do is he's named them all like basically days of the week. And they can't all stay at home all the time. So what they do is they all have to remember each other's days. And so your Monday, you go live life on Monday. Then you come home, and Tuesday goes out on Tuesdays. But Monday has to brief you. I had this conversation. I had this for lunch. So if people ask, like, you are the same person by then. And so everybody recounts their day to the next person. But one day, Monday doesn't come home. So it's what happened to Monday.
Okay.
So this kind of makes me think like Monday vibes. Like, you know, we can't only let Anna go out. Like, Johan gets to leave the house sometimes too. But you're going to have to look like Anna. So it feels like that what happened to Monday kind of vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
You might like that movie. It was pretty good.
It sounds good.
It's kind of like a French movie a little bit. So it's a little bit wild. It's good.
Okay.
But, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense then for her to be seeing that.
Yeah. I don't know that if we are, as the audience, are meant to be putting that together by now, but I kind of like recalled it and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I figured I would.
Well,
get
I
that
just
out with you
assumed.
now.
I just kind of assumed. Well, plus, there's other things that make you think it in these 4 already, which we'll get to when they interview Sook's mom.
Mm-hmm. Which
Lungae talks to Sook's mom.
Episode.
Yeah, and she says this thing that I'm like, yeah, then that's exactly what that meant. Okay, so this one, 48, is titled The Most Frightening Thing. I love the names because they all build. It feels like a consecutive story with the namings.
Yeah,
it's great.
Does. So yeah, this is where we see Sook's mom back in the hospital. She is, of course, in like long-term dementia care, and Nina is going to go visit her. I'm like, oh, cool, Nina. Why is she going to the hospital to visit Sook's mom? Where did she find out about this woman? That's not Nina. That's Johan in a wig. So she comes in, he comes in, and talks to Sook's mom for a while. This is where we last saw the tape that Johan had, like the tape of Johan as a baby talking to Kinderheim. And so we don't get a lot of their conversation. It kind of like strategically cuts away. We don't really get to see what they talk about. But then Grimmer and Tenma show up at the hospital, and the nurse was like, oh, she's so happy from her last visitor. It was a beautiful woman. And the way they both just like and look at each other was so funny to me. It was very comical. And then they like fucking charge down the hall and bust open the door to make sure she's okay. And she's there. She's hanging out. And Johan has like fixed her dementia for the time being.
I was about to say, because when she talks to Lungae, she is so normal, and she's so like
shit,
Felicity and whatever, like 2 shows ago, and she was so just like deadpan serious, like I'm a smart motherfucker and I know shit. Yeah, I was like, Johan, what happened to her?
Johan happened to her. He's got the ability to affect the psyche and brain, and
I didn't piece that together. Thank you, because I was for real like, what happened to her? Why is she so normal?
For a couple hours, and
you're right.
Something about him, man. He knows how to get inside the brain of people. And he does it come hell or high water. By hook or by crook, he's doing it. So, yeah, so she's lucid now. And when Grimmer and Tenma get there, she's like, I want to see my son. And so they take her to go see Jan in the hospital because they have, like, negotiated to let the Czech spy guy listen to the tape in order to free Sook. So, bruh, when she goes to see Jan in the hospital, that is another piece that broke me because, like you were talking, like I'm one of those people that has like a fear of, I fear dementia terribly and Alzheimer's and brain cancer and all that shit. Like, it is a very, like a long-term fear that I've had my whole life where I'm going to just slowly forget everything. And this ties back to about the kids, like, they're having their memories harvested from them, taken away, so they don't remember who they are. It's inflicted dementia. And the speech that Sook's mom has, where she's just like talking to him, and she's like, I feel lucid right now, and I want to tell you that like I'm so proud of who you are, and you've grown into such a good detective, and I beg God that I will never forget how much I love you. And I'm like, bro. And it hurt me in my soul.
Yeah.
And then you have too, like the twin flame story of that, where like Johan, he's recorded on the tape being like, I'm so afraid of forgetting Anna. Don't let me forget her. Please don't make me forget my sister because she's all I have in this world. That's the one thing he has as a tie to his identity, because they're fleeing like a war-torn country. They don't have parents. They don't have shit. It's just the two of them walking through the ruins of a civilization together for however long it was before they were found on the Czech border. Yeah. Like, that's all he knows in his life that is true. He's like, I know that I have a twin sister. He doesn't even know his own name. Yeah. Johan's not his name. Nope. We don't know what his fucking name is. But he knows he has Anna, and that is just like, it's his one tether to the world. To reality. Yeah. And it makes you wonder, like, we don't really know what his end game is, right? Like, No. I still have no clue what his fucking deal is. Yeah, like, why is he... I'm excited to get to the end of this show and see if they do tie together all the little pieces that we've been fed and see what he's trying to do with Anna or to Anna. Is he trying to become one with her?
Or maybe
is that a thing?
Learn enough about her life now to take on her persona so that he is both?
Like a single white female situation?
Yeah. Or does he want to, because she was taken away and raised so different and he wants to make her who she truly is, does he just want to inform her of everything for him to die because his life is so fucked up already, but you can be both of us and I can charge you to remember me in a way because they took me away in 511 Kinderheim.
That's a good theory. It could be kind of the opposite too, where like he doesn't want to exist anymore.
Yeah.
And therefore he's going to erase both of them.
Or that is also very valid.
Okay, so what he's been doing to everybody is like erasing who they are, right? Like killing everybody who knows your name type of a thing. What if he's trying to erase himself and therefore he must kill Anna?
Do you remember the end of the book? The one monster says, yeah, I don't have a name, and I'm happy with that, though. But then the one that didn't ate him still. So maybe Anna's cool not remembering who they are, but he is the and he will eat them both.
Yeah.
And end it.
What if that's going to happen? Oh, I'm so excited.
I hope he doesn't, like, actually eat her, though. But, like, everything literally hinges on the book, so we have to look to the book to even theorize, because he's going to make all of his decisions based off of these pages and this and those ideas and that storyline. So being that there's two of them, that's the only one that I can see for now. She's the nameless one that went, I'm happy with that. And he is literally the Johann one.
Yeah.
So, and at the end of that, he ate the nameless one and then was left alone. So, no, so it is the other way. He has to get rid of her because now he's going to do to himself what he's done to everyone else, kill everyone that they know so they don't exist. Now he truly won't exist.
Right.
No, but he's not going to die, though. He's just going to get rid of her.
Yeah, he's just erasing all of his connections to the world. And then what?
Oh,
I don't know.
But now he's got to get rid of Tenma. Well, maybe not, because they only know the Johann version. He just needs to get rid of the only person that knows the real him.
But he's still challenging Tenma to kill him at every single turn. He's like, I'm supposed to be killed by Tenma, so like, I'm going to go to this place in the library where I know he's going to kill me. I'm going to go to Prague where I know he's going to find me. Like,
got like 20 more of these. I can't wait to get to the end of the show. I got to know.
I know. Okay. Back on the plot line. So, so yeah, we get to the tape and they're like, okay, you guys can listen to the tape now. And they're listening to it and they listen up through where they had heard. And then Grimmer even says like, oh, I haven't heard this next part yet. So like, let's listen together and figure out what it is. And Johann has fucking taped over the recording.
Yep.
Which is chilling. The way that he comes in and he just directly addresses like, hey, Dr. Tenma. Fuck
my best
off.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part was nuts. I loved that part.
Johann is so creepy. So creepy.
Man. And he's really delving deeper into the creepy. Like, he's been charming thus far, but he's not charming anymore.
We're starting to peel back the layers of the monster. Like, we're really starting to see him kind of, I don't want to say break because I don't think Johann breaks, but we're starting to see the worst of him.
Yes.
He's no longer making the efforts to hide who he is.
Because I think we're hitting the end game. Like, there's no need to hide now. I just need to do what I'm doing. And let's like bring this book to a close is I think where his mind is at.
Yeah.
So they hear that thing. Oh yeah, so then we get Inspector Lunge. He shows up in Prague because he took a holiday.
On vacation in Prague. Like, what are the odds? Yep. I wonder if he intentionally took this vacation or if he like really was just like, oops, I'm going to vacation right where the case is taking me. Oh,
no, because he straight up even said to somebody later, like, this isn't purely just a holiday. Like, I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, so even when he starts, though, he's like, he's at the cafe and he's like, bring me a coffee. And then no, wait, make it a beer. I'm on vacation. And
Yeah.
he's like typing to himself on the table. And then he's like, oh no, I'm going to stop typing now. I'm on vacation. So like, it looks like he really is trying to go relax a little bit. He gets that really delicious looking beer that I wanted a sip of so bad. It's got like a 2-inch head on there.
Yeah.
It looks good. They drew it nice. But yeah, then Lungay just kind of like falls right into the lap of the case and is like, oh, I just happened to be like right in the middle of everything. He's talking to his colleague and finds out about the poison candy case. And he's like, oh, I recognize that. Let me get my hand typewriter out and, you know, log all this information. And he very quickly puts together like the Anna Liebert story. He's like, oh, interesting. Liebert. I know that name.
Yeah.
So he kind of catches himself up and gets to be pretty much on par with where Tenma and Grimmer are in their investigation. And then he also, he goes to the library or something? He finds out those sketches. Oh, he goes to the publishing house.
Yeah, because he's still trying to get that fucking book translated because no one has translated it for him still, which I'm like, you found people that could, like last time I saw you, but maybe he didn't trust them.
Maybe.
But yeah, he's looking into that more and learning like way more about like how it got written and stuff.
Yeah, so we find out a couple of the pseudonyms that Franz Bonaparte is using. One of them is Emil Scherbe, and one of them is Klaus Poppe.
Yes.
And the way that they show him like looking through the sketchbook and everything, and he's like making connections, you know, like, oh, like that's the monster from the book. And like, oh, here's a woman and a man. Oh, they have a baby. They have 2 babies. They have twins. And they're like just subtly playing the monster theme over that in the background.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so fucking good and deliberate. I love this. The way they play with music in this show is so satisfying sometimes.
It's a lot better than that one violin string from Full Metal that plays over everything.
Yes. They really have a way with like themes in this show.
Yeah.
And I think it's very beautiful. So yeah, at the end of the episode, he's about to order another beer for his vacation. He's like, wait, make that a coffee instead. Logan's here. So that's where he goes in his investigation.
Then we get
but
to
let's
49.
talk about your favorite episode so far.
The Cruelest Thing is the name of this
Which
one.
Is
and
the best title.
Boy howdy. Was it not?
It is the cruelest fucking possible thing you can do.
So, okay. We know from some of the previous ones that all the kids are trying to clear Grimmer's name because they know about this random blonde lady. And they're like, and Grimmer was playing soccer with us. Like, they can't be mad at him. He didn't do anything. And all the kids are still trying to, like, clear his name and find evidence, which good on these fucking kids. They're cool.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, so then Lungay does go see Sook's mother, and that's when she was so normal, and I guess I had completely forgot how lucid she was before, because I was like, what is up with this? Because she's so stone-faced when she was talking to him, so I was like, maybe he just brings that out in people.
Yeah.
But he, like you said, has been piecing together so much, and he's like, oh yeah, I need to go talk to this lady. So he's talking to her, and he's like, oh, I heard you got visited by a blonde lady. Like, can you remember her name? And she's like, well, she said her name was Anna, but and that was a dude. And he's like,
she's just so matter of fact about it. He's like, oh no, that was a man.
No, that was a lady. And she's like, I think I know the difference between guys and girls, and that was definitely a dude in a wig. So no, that lovely man came to visit me. Real weird. And so he's like, okay, well, I have to take that. And, you know, hand types that in there. And then poor old Milos. I don't know if I remember him from a previous one.
I don't think he's really had any screen time.
I didn't think so.
He's just kind of like one of the orphans in the crowd. Because Antonin is the main kid that we've seen in the orphans. He's the one that had the safe box key. Yeah.
So this kid Milos comes across Johan disguised as Anna, and she, like, takes him up to her little, like, this like room she has upstairs, and she's talking to him like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what's your life like? And he's like, well, I'm just trying to find my mom, blah, blah, blah. And he's so like, what a smart kids, man. I hope I was as smart as them when I was a kid, but I don't think I was. Because he's like, so are you moving? And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, you just have that bag, and this room's pretty empty. And I was like, I don't know that I would have even thought to ask that question.
Yeah.
But he's just so astute. And she's like, yeah, you are a smart kid. And I think that helps tip him off on how to, like, manipulate him some,
Yeah, for sure. Because, I mean, he even says, he's talking about, like, his mom. And he's like, well, I don't know who my mom is, but I know that when I see her, I will know her. And I know that when she sees me, she'll know me.
That was so beautiful. I love that.
I know.
And, God, that was so
meanwhile,
good, too.
So aside from all the goings on with Johanna and Milos, Grimmer and Tenma, they go to like the scene of Petrov's murder.
Yeah.
And they find like the notes from the kids that are so sweet. And it's like, Grimmer, we know we believe you. And like,
yeah.
I don't know why they're leaving notes at the scene of the crime, but it's just something they've done for him.
Yeah.
And they leave a little soccer card, and Grimmer opens it, and he's like, Tenma, how am I supposed to react to this? Because like, emotions are tough for me because I don't really know how to react to anything.
That shit. Because like
Kinderheim stole my emotions.
He only really brought up previously that when he was in 511 Kinderheim, they never taught him how to smile, which is why when he learned, that's all he does now.
Yes.
But then in this one, he goes further to say, well, really, they stole all of our emotions, so we don't know how to feel any of them.
Right.
So he's like, when my son died.
Yeah.
So he talks about how like he met his wife, and he was like, when I met her, like I guess I loved her. I don't know, but I mean, we hung out after that, and then we had a kid together and got married because that's what you do. But she always complained that I didn't like show enough or whatever, and so I tried, but then we had our son, and she just like went to work or like to the store or something, and he found their son like face down in the crib, and he had smothered. And he was like, I tried to save him because that's what you do. But it was so like, well, I don't know, someone's hurt, you just try to save him. It wasn't like I tried to save him because I loved him.
I don't think they even really tell how his kid died. I think there was a kind of a prolonged thing. Like maybe he was in the hospital for some time or something.
He just says he was face down, so I took it to be like SIDS or whatever, where like they get smothered in their crib.
Okay.
That's just,
because he was just
that's
like,
just what I inferred.
Yeah, because he was just talking about like, I didn't know how to react when my kid was dying. And so in my mind, I was thinking was dying like true. A longer event.
Maybe.
Which is like kind of a struggle that a lot of people have. Like when you go visit a loved one in the hospital and you don't know how to react when someone is actively dying. Like it's just, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to rewatch this one and re-listen to that story. Because I for real just took it as accidental, like, I was too busy downstairs and came upstairs and like, uh-oh, he had died. But I tried to save him,
Yeah, I think it was...
I thought it was unfortunate, but... Maybe not.
I took it as a more prolonged thing because, like, that would make it more obvious, too, that he didn't know how to grieve.
Didn't have the feelings. You're right.
Yeah. So, like, if you're coming home daily and, like, your wife is so sad, your son is dying, like, and you're just Grimmer smiling because it's what you do, like, that's going to be
that's true.
Jarring and bad in the long term.
I'm going to rewatch that one again because I want to hear that story again. Plus, I just love hearing that guy talk. He's great.
He is great.
But so he was telling Tenma, like, I don't know how to feel. And, I tried to save my kid because that's what you do. But I didn't do it because I loved him. Because I don't know that I do love anybody. But whatever. Such is my weird existence.
Yeah.
And so then Johan is... Now we go back to Johanna and Milos. And that was so fucked up. Whatever, walks Milos up, walks Milos up to the city and goes, well, I think I know where your mom is. I bet she's in there. We should just go look for her because you said that you'd know her, and so she'll know you. So go on and go look.
But before he does all this shit, he is talking to him and he's like, what is so special about you being born? Do you think that your mother really wanted you? If you were wanted, why are you alone?
Yeah.
And just like starts saying all this hard fucking shit to this poor kid. And he's
starts
like, well,
getting in his head early. Yeah.
Yeah, like plants the seeds in there so that when he does go to the red light district alone,
Yeah.
it gets so much worse so much quickly for him. And Tenma and what's his face Grimmer are also looking for Milos because they know he's missing. Because the orphans Antonin came up and they were like, one of us is missing, help. But so yeah, they're looking for him at the same time. They're kind of hot on his trail throughout the whole episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because don't they show up somewhere? Oh yeah, because that's where Grimmer tells that story about his kid is in the room where Johann was talking to Milos and being like, so you think, you being born is special? And he was like, well, death is more prevalent than life.
Yeah.
So the fact that you were born, you're only born to die. And all this weird, like, he goes off, man. He's sort of saying some shit.
That whole speech, I was just sitting there, like, my eyes open, staring. Like, man, a lot of shit to say to a kid.
And then I thought he was really fucked up for being like, okay, well, you go on a walk. I'm not going to come with you, but I'll stand right here and wait for you to come back. I was like, you ain't going to wait for this kid.
And if you can't find your mom, you know what that means.
Means you're alone and you suck.
And nobody wants you.
So then there's like this, like, I'm pretty sure like half the show is just him walking around the red light district alone.
Yeah, alone, just fucking seeing.
And it is intense. Yeah, it's just
so
the grim realities of adult life in the seediest place,
Yeah. It's sad because like the first woman that he runs across, she like bends down and hugs him and is like, oh my gosh, a kid, yay, exciting. And is like cuddling him and stuff. And he's like, are you my mom? Like, what's going on here? And the other like sex workers that are there with this woman, they're like, what, is this your kid? You care about this thing? What are you, fucking up and having children?
I wouldn't mess up this fucking bad.
Yeah, and she just like fucking kicks him and pushes him over and like they all laugh at him.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
So we talked about like the music, which is good, but I love their framing and I love how they always show his tiny little feet walking. And they just progressively show him again and again, like from moment to moment, and then those feet. Another moment, and then those feet. I love how they shot that whole thing. It was great. I loved how they did that. But so he meets the lady. Then he meets some guy who's just drunk. And he's all like, do you know my mom? Yeah, it could be any one of these 50 sluts in this town. And he's just like going off on this like 8-year-old kid and then laughs at him for even thinking that he could find someone. Well, I'll know her. Bye, mister. And so he goes off again, goes to the feet, and he just keeps looking for stuff. And then he like eventually comes down this alleyway, and
this is the worst part of the whole show.
It's so much, dude. I was just like, oh, they're doing that. Oh, they're doing that. Oh, they're doing that.
They don't cut away. They don't.
No.
They don't pull punches.
And this is what I was talking about, I think at some point we talked about how like there's always something fucked up with like, those nice people still.
Yeah.
And this guy is like the epitome, the point of all that because of what he says here. But so he finds this lady bent over a fucking trash can. And she's like, can we not do this here? And he's like, no, I like it in the dirty places. God. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's sounds.
The sound that they did for these scenes, like even just the trash cans alone, like that was enough sound,
Yeah. So he's got this sex worker bent over a trash can, and he's just gonna do what he's gonna do in the alleyway. And then fucking Milos shows up, this 8-year-old child, and the guy, so like the lady goes, hey, stop, there's a kid here, we can't do this. And he goes, I want him to watch this. And then he just directly looks at Milos and talks to him while he's doing stuff to this lady on the trash can.
Eye contact. And he's going on about like, oh, I'm such a good teacher. And I'm like, I'm
literally
person.
Praised for what I do for the children. Everyone loves me.
Yeah.
Society sees me so good. And he's like, but it feels like a whole like, I love that I can present myself so good when really I can do stuff like this and not feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks I'm so good.
And the camera does not cut away. And for the most part, this episode is like drawn in such a way that you are in Milosh's perspective. So you're like looking up at this as it's happening. And when you're looking at Milosh, you're looking down at him as though you're the adult. And it makes you feel as though you're like there with him, almost like an unwilling participant in this whole situation. And you can't do anything about it. And it sucks.
So you hear this guy, you know, spout off about being so great and all that stuff. And then it just cuts. The lady's just like still laying on the trash can.
Crumpled on the ground.
Just like, I can't believe this just happened. And then the guy literally just like walks over and goes, "This is for watching," and it hands him money.
Yeah, $500. I don't think he even paid the poor sex worker that he just like assaulted.
He maybe paid her for, I don't remember, because that was a lot happening.
Yeah.
But so that, I'm pretty sure is the thing that fully breaks Milosh, because you don't subject an adult to having to, you know, cuck and watch like that. But like he just pays him so nonchalant. Like, that's what's even weird. Like that's what I took away. That guy is so, like, to him
depraved.
That was a straight up business transaction. Yeah. Like no, I asked the kid to watch. He did his part. Here's your cut. Like, you know, like, you actually did a service, and I'm gonna give you what you're owed for that. And that's how that guy feels about it, which is weird.
Yeah, like it makes him a participant of it. Like, whether he wanted to be there or not, he couldn't look away because it was a fucking train wreck. And I mean, he's 8. He doesn't understand what the hell's going on. So, yeah, and then he pays him for it. Like, here you go. I implicated you in this. Here is your piece of that.
Yeah. And so then he walks away again. And I don't think it is that moment.
1,000-yard stare on him.
So it is that moment. At that moment, I think it's like when he gets the money, he says something. I don't remember exactly what he says, but he does say basically, oh yeah, because he gives that lady money. So he's like walking by again. Really. Well, he does. He goes, "Oh, well, will this help?" And then she goes and takes it and runs away. So like, he was willing to give it to her because he didn't know what $500 was.
Right.
He just said, "Oh, well, is this enough to help you?" And then he
walks up on some, like a junkie basically that's like going through withdrawals, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "No, I'm dying." And he's like, "Would this help?
This save you?" And she's like, "Yep." And then off she goes.
Yeah, kid. Steals the money, runs away.
So maybe it is at that moment, but he basically says something to the effect of like, "I understand it now. Like,
yes,
I get it. Like, I understand." And then he gets that look that everybody that's on Johann's side gets. Like, it's not like a one-off face. That face is drawn on everybody that is with Johann.
Yeah.
So I fully thought like he'd been converted to Johann's side. I was like, I mean, shit, he turned to him.
He is.
Kind of, except he was going to end it all.
Yeah.
Which was a lot.
That's the idea that Johann planted in him, though. Like, that's what this soldier is supposed to do in Johann's war. Like,
you're right.
Here's your instructions. Carry them out.
Yeah. So he gets that look, and then Tenma and Grimmer showed up to town. I mean, literally right after him. But they're trying to track him down, and they finally see him, like, way over on this bridge, and he's on the wrong side of the railing. So they're like, "Oh, shit, we got to get there now." And I cannot tell you how tense I was watching Grimmer like, "Hey, it's okay, buddy. Come here. I just want to talk to you," because I was like, this motherfucking kid is going to topple over right before he can grab him, and that is going to eat my Grimmer alive, and I'm going to punch Kelsey in the face for making me watch this.
This show does not let up on the tension. Like, this episode specifically, it just builds and builds and builds, and there's no release at all. Like, you're just like sick watching this.
And the way he's like looking back at him with the one eye, I was like, is he plotting? Is he literally frozen? Like, you can't read that face. But Grimmer very easily picks him up,
like a
child, turns him around.
He's a fucking child. The way he just grabs him under his armpits, lifts him calmly. It puts you. It activates like the motherhood almost.
Yes.
Like, you can tell at that moment, like, he's just a baby. Like, he doesn't even look like an 8-year-old. He looks like he's 5. He looks like a baby.
Yeah. And then he's like, I get it now. I wasn't wanted. Like, I don't have a reason to be here. I shouldn't be here. And then Grimmer just goes off on him. You were such an awesome child. You're great. Of course you were wanted. There's no reason you would have been born if you weren't wanted. Things happen, and maybe you don't have your people, but, like, you have a reason to be here. I want you here. You have a purpose. You have a reason. And he's just fully crying. And then God damn it. He turns and goes, Tenma, what is the emotion on my face right now? Because he doesn't know what these emotions are. And he goes, you're crying. And then he just fucking just locks in with that kid and just starts crying on him. And I was like, this Grimmer's greatest human face planet. Fucking love this guy. Love him.
Yeah, that whole breakdown was so much. And also,
I love how Tenma's like smiles because he's like,
yeah,
like,
he seems
Grimmer,
like,
you can do the thing. Like
exactly.
You're not as broken as you think. You know,
the fact that Tenma is like seeing the good in the situation and the worst situation.
Of course he can. Of course he can, because that's Tenma all the way around.
Another piece of this part, though, while Grimmer, like just after he saves him from jumping, Milos like looks down onto the ground and there's a little moth that has just landed, and Milos almost doesn't even hesitate. He lifts up his foot and he stomps on the moth, just crushes it out of existence.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, Grimmer kind of loses it on him a little bit. He gets angry. He's like, "Why did you do that? What's wrong with you? Like, don't crush him off like that. What did he ever do to you?"
Yeah.
And the look in Milos's eyes is exactly the look in Johan's eyes.
Yep.
Like, being able to stamp out a small life just because you can.
Yeah.
That is what Milos did to the moth is what Johan was doing to Milos.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I mean, episode 49 is literally my favorite one, not because of like what happens, but this is the one. This one is full of the ideas, man. This one is so rife with stuff, but also payoff, which you wouldn't get without the rest. I'm not saying like you can watch it and go, that was a great episode. No, you can't.
Yeah, like I enjoyed my time with that one. No, I hated my time with that episode, but it was so fucking good.
But it is like but with everything that's happened 48 shows prior, it is so rich with what this show is pure. This show, because I keep telling people that I'm watching Monster, and I try to say like, yes, it's anime, but no, it's not about ki blasts and powers. Like, it's literally about. It's about human life. It's about existence.
The human condition.
It's about yes,
consequences.
So I try to lead people in with the beginning still and say, because I usually just tell people it's about a doctor. It saves a kid who grows up to kill people. I was like, so at the end of the day, it's about how do you know that the choices you make in life are right or wrong? Because I fully was on Tenma's side. Save that kid. Fuck the mayor, right? Mm-hmm. And now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he shouldn't have saved this kid because none of this would be happening and life would have been okay. But, like, how can you say in the moment, this corrupt mayor that's going to pay my hospital money is worth more than a kid that has the potential to be so much more? You know, there's all these things and there's all these questions and the shades of gray that exist in the world. That's what Monster is. It's about the shades of gray, and I live for the shades of gray because I don't feel like there's a lot of black and white in the world for the most part.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I like this shit. I like the ideas because even what Johan was saying, the whole like death is more prevalent in life. Absolutely. That is 100% right. That's a good viewpoint.
Yeah.
But to enjoy the life while it is here is another opposite but great viewpoint. They're not wrong. Neither is correct. But it's all those shades of gray to accept the fact that life is precious, death is inevitable. Mix those two.
Yes.
That's what's beautiful about this show, and that's why I'm very thankful you brought it to me, because I eat this shit up. I think it's a brilliant show.
We say it every episode, but I am so glad that we're watching this together. Like,
that's all I've told people, though. Don't watch it alone. Find a watch buddy.
You got to talk about it with someone. You got to watch it with somebody. You got to express your thoughts and feelings.
Because that's exactly why. Because you might have viewpoint A and I might have viewpoint B, and so we can find out what the show's really about, which is viewpoint C. It's the mixture.
Mashing them together.
Because you've changed how I've thought about scenes. I've changed how you've thought about scenes. Like, and that has, when you've done that to me, it's made me go, fuck, that's a good show. Like, it has elevated the show.
Yes.
Because while I may not still be on your viewpoint, I can't deny it. And I'm like, that's valid. It's great. Like, the fact that it can mean this to you, that to me, all that stuff, it's just great. And this episode is like the encapsulation of that to me.
Yeah.
I just, this one's the best one.
It is the standout episode of the series so far.
So far. Yeah, because, I mean, we got 20 more, and I can only imagine the show's going to go fucking nuts. But also, because then you got, while all that is so low, I'm very glad that you said that. There's still fucking Tenma going like, look at how great this is. He still sees that good, and it's good to know that there's still someone that can always see the good. He's the Superman of this show.
He is.
He always sees the good, man. He's just
fucking Tenma.
Love Tenma. But he's no Grimmer. He's no Grimmer.
He's no Grimmer.
I love my Grimmer. So that's 49. We're done with this trash can of an episode.
Let's put it in the past.
So then we go to The Rose Mansion.
Yes, episode 50, the culmination of the
This one really is. This one really is. Except I wanted to have the mom in this episode, because the whole thing was we came to the Prague arc with the idea of that mom still is alive somewhere in Prague.
Yes, we're going to Prague to find mom. Like that
for
is
me to
the goal.
end the Prague arc and never have mom.
Yeah. We see glimpses of her just in like art. We see her portrait in the Rose Mansion, which we'll talk about. We see
so
her
we
in
know
sketches.
she's real.
We find people that knew her.
I need to talk to you, Mom.
Where's Mom?
I need to talk to you, because now I'm wondering if only Mom can solve this. If only Mom can stop Johan. Now that I'm thinking about it again. This show leads to too many theories. So anyway. 50, there we go. So
yeah. So we open on Lunge visiting the Rose Mansion, which we haven't actually been to yet, right? Like, this is our first sight of it.
No, the whole thing was they had talked about it. They had discussed how that the author of The Nameless Monster lived in the Rose Manor. And that's all we know.
I think they've discussed that he was like the leader, like the housemaster of the Rose Mansion.
Yes.
Which we don't know really what that entails, but like that's his mansion.
Yeah.
So Lunge, he visits Suk in the hospital. He tells him like, I know everything about your whole situation. I know who you are, this, that, and the other. He catches him up like, I'm investigating this. I'm further than you think I am.
Trust me, I got the typewriter hands. We're good.
Yeah. And then he meets with Ranka, the Czech spy dude who had kidnapped Suk, and he asks him about the Rose Mansion. And he specifically asks, I wonder how the fuck he got in there, by the way, because we see him like go to the Rose Mansion and the gates are coated in these like vined roses, which is absolutely beautiful, but like thorns everywhere. And Lunge even like pricks his finger on it. So I don't know how he got into the mansion, but he asked the Czech spy guy, he's like, I went to the Rose Mansion and I saw that like there's one wall that's plastered over as though somebody was trying to seal something up.
I didn't think he ever got in there. I thought he just saw it from the window, and I'm like, fuck your eyesight. How would you know that?
Maybe he did. I don't know.
I think he's just eagle eye observant.
He's really something, so I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, he's like, I want to get in there with your permission, sir, Czech spy captain. And he's like, well, I don't advise you to do it. But then cut to Lunge and he's got a fucking shovel and he's attacking the wall.
Oh, yeah. That was nuts because they like mix that in with things that are happening like at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was kind of intense watching him dig through, and then he finds like a door. Yeah, so they like plastered over a door because he said something like, well, the dimensions don't really make sense. Like, I feel like this room should extend out, but it doesn't. Yeah. So
there's
what's
like
up with
a whole room that's behind this wall that we don't know about.
Yeah. So Lunge goes in there. He finds the hidden room. And there's just like this giant painting of this lady.
The room is spooky as fuck. First off, he like walks in there and you see him cover his nose instantly. He's like, it stinks in here. And I'm like, well, what does it smell like? Is there bodies? Like, what's going on?
Because he said it smells like antiseptic or something. So I was like,
yeah, he's like, it smells like ethanol in here. Like somebody.
I was like I did think they were just gonna be like dead people. I thought
so too. I was like ready to see skeletons.
Oh yeah. And I still don't know why it stinks though, because it's like empty, but like for like a couple pieces of furniture.
Yeah.
And then like this giant fucking painting, right?
Yeah, they do pan across the floor, and you kind of see like the faint remnants of maybe blood stains. It looks like bloody feet, maybe. So maybe something major occurred there.
Had occurred, okay.
And they cleaned it up, which is why it smells.
So you find this giant portrait, and yep, it looks exactly like Anna.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm assuming that it's the mom, which would have to be because Anna definitely wasn't old enough for them to paint her that way. But this lady looks just like her. So I was like, okay, that's Mama.
Yes.
Who the fuck is Mama then? Because her painting is trapped in a stinky room that they plastered over. Why are we hiding the fact that she was here?
Yeah, and she's looking very sad in the portrait. And she's also holding this big bouquet of roses.
Yes. Yeah, because there's no one else in the painting from what I remember, right? Like, it's just her. Elegantly, like it's a portrait of her.
Yeah, I think she's even pregnant in it, if I remember right.
I think so, too, from what I remember.
But it also looks a lot like the sketches that we saw in Franz Bonaparte's sketchbook.
Yes.
So I don't know the answer to this, but I'm going to wonder it aloud with you. Do you think that Bonaparte could be Johann and Anna's father?
I'm thinking... So I just sent you a picture of the painting. She does not look pregnant. And it's also narrower than I remember. I remember her being in like the left third and it was like empty on the right side. But maybe that's just because he was looking at it and I just saw the rest of the room. See, dude, he's just so intricately tied to everything. Yeah. Why would we be bringing him up so much if that's almost not the case? Because since we have a portrait of only her, it would stand to reason we're trying to hide the fact who the dad is. But we're also mentioning this name a lot. So I would say that is a very good theory.
I think that Franz painted her, like, in that portrait, because he was obviously an artist. He did the children's books. He did the sketches and stuff.
Okay. I think it was in the last one then. No, it was this one. And see, none of this really talks about... Okay, but so Lunge went and talked to one of Franz Bonaparte's, like, friends who helped him, like, go through a whole bunch of storylines and write all these books and stuff. And he talks about how he's publisher. Yeah. And he talks about how he was fucking weird. He says, like, he was really weird, but we were good friends, and he would just show up and like spout an idea and I'd help him work that into a publishable book because he would come up with things that we couldn't exactly publish.
Yeah. And
but
he was
the last time I saw him, well, hang on, you go ahead and say your thing. And he was always
like playing with his daughter. He was like, he would come over and play with my daughter in the garden. And he was also writing under the pseudonym Klaus Pope when he was hanging out with, so Zobak is the name of this dude, and Tenma is interviewing Zobak. That's the publisher.
Okay, there we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's how we get to the ending. That's right.
Yeah. So Tenma's there interviewing Zobak, who is the previous publisher of Franz Bonaparte's work when he wrote under the pseudonym Klaus Pope. And when Franz or Klaus or whatever was there, he would play often with his daughter in the backyard. Like, they would go out and play for hours in the garden or whatever. And he was like, my daughter liked to play with him, but she did call him a scary man.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously there was a creepy air about him.
And then I can't remember exactly what he says, but he says, well, the last time I saw him, he said that he had an idea for a book. Mm-hmm. What was the idea for the book again? It was the nameless monster book, right? No,
he was like, I have a story about a door, and the door must never be opened.
That's right.
And then the publisher was like, well, so what's behind it? And then Bonaparte was like, we don't know. You can't ever open it. I guess it's not much of a story. And then
he never sees this man again for his life.
Years. So weird.
Would you not be haunted for life if that's the last thing you heard from a person?
Yeah, so that's fucked up. Then what's even more fucked up is that when Tenma is like done talking to Zoback, he's like, okay, well, thanks for all the information. I'm going to head out now. You've been great. And Zoback is like, I know who you fucking are, and calls the goddamn police and narcs on him. And it's like, you know that Japanese serial killer? He was just at my house.
Found him. So then Grimmer and Tenma are doing their normal thing still, and Grimmer's like, well, I think I'm pretty much done here in Prague. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a letter just saying that I did all the things that they're blaming Suk for, get him off the hook, and I'll just go ahead and take the blame for those. And he's like, but why would you do that? And he's like, well, I mean, Grimmer's not my name. So who cares if that guy did it, because it's not me. Like,
yep.
A name doesn't define, like, he says something about how, like, a name doesn't define who you are. So he's also playing with this idea of names like Johan and stuff. But he's like,
a rose by any other name. What's that with me?
Is basically what he says. And he's like, so who cares if they chase this name Grimmer down forever, because by then Grimmer's not going to exist anymore. I don't know who I'll be then, but, you know, I'll probably have a good life somewhere under that name, whatever that is.
So he's just going to slip back into spydom.
Yep, he's like, yeah, they can just chase Grimmer down, and then, you know, Suk's happy, everyone's happy, but probably be best if we split ways now, because if I take the blame for this, I need to disappear. So,
yeah,
been nice adventuring with you, buddy. And then just, like, takes off, and that's it.
And then Tenma is like, wait, let's have a picnic and meet again.
And he's like, no, I'm disappearing. Goodbye.
Yeah. I hope we see more of Grimmer.
We are not that good of friends, buddy.
I genuinely don't remember if we see more of Grimmer or not. I really, really hope we do, because I love this character and I'm not done with him.
I do. I was going to ask, like, are we really done with him? Because this felt very like we're done with him.
It feels final.
It does, and I relish my time. Like,
yeah,
I would love to know more, but I think I know enough.
I'm okay.
Knowing that, like, he can cry, he can feel these things, I have hope that at some point in the future he will learn to master some of these emotions and pick them out and stuff.
We did wrap up a lot of Grimmer plot there, didn't we? I'm just thinking back on it. Like, yeah, he did come full circle with the emotions. We learned all about his kid.
His arc is pretty good. Like, I think he is done. I don't think we really need him. I would love to have him around to help out, because he's so fucking handy and useful. Like, he's a great guy.
He really is. Jack of all trades.
So they part ways. Yeah, I totally forgot that Tenma was like, well, let's do that picnic again, like you said. And he's just like, all right. And then he just leaves. And then this kid falls down, and Tenma goes into doctor mode, and he's like, oh,
can't help himself.
It's just a scrape, but here, let me help you out. So he starts to doctor this kid's knee, and then, tap on the shoulder, tap, tap, tap. Are you Tenma? We're the police. Come with us. And it's just like a close-up face shot.
Yep.
And that was it.
End of the arc. We are done in Prague. Tenma has been arrested after 10 years on the run.
But it was awesome. And no change to the ending still. I'm very heavily invested in what's going to happen now. And I really cannot wait to do the last 20. Like, I'm like I need to know. Like, at this point, if I were watching alone, I would go on some hardcore fucking binges.
Yes.
And just, like, fucking crank it out.
So,
because, like, I gotta know.
We've got, from 51 to 74 left. So that's like 25 episodes right there. And we only, with that few episodes, there's still 3 arcs left to go. So this next arc is basically the arrest of Tenma, what happens while he's under arrestment. That is going to be a total of 8 episodes. We're going to watch the first... It's a total of 7 episodes. We're going to watch the first 4. So 51 through 54 is our project for next episode.
Okay. I'm ready. Oh, I don't need to read these names. Because one of the titles, I was like, oh, nope, okay. Don't need to know that.
Yeah, don't be reading anything.
Okay, cool. I was just scrolling through to look at the, like, how many, but then I read a title. I'm just fucking, like, I haven't really been dying to know, but, like, I'm dying to know at this stage. Like, I have desperate questions. I need to know these things now.
We're kind of reaching a fever pitch here. Like, things are really heated up.
I'm ready.
We're cooking.
Let's do that. Monster Monday, still good. 10 out of 10 show. Phenomenal. Hope you guys are keeping up. With that, 51 through 54 next week. Are you ready to get out of here and, I don't know, put on some wigs? I'm going to put on some wigs. Scare some children. If you love this episode, please tell a friend. Word of mouth is the best way we can get the good YMBToAP into fresh new ears. We release weekly every single Monday. I do understand we haven't recorded in 3 weeks, but we haven't left you high and dry on those Mondays. We had an interlude, and we are still burning through some of our old zeitgeist. So just in case you are new to YMBToAP, we had a Patreon for about like a year and a half. We did some specialty episodes that were only released for our patrons.
4 years, bro.
It feels like we barely had it. Well, those reviews were from 2021. It's been... time's an illusion these days, man. But we got like 4 years of stuff where monthly we would release a special episode only for our patrons. Those are now starting to come out publicly. They're not on any set time frame. We just kind of bust them out when we need like a reprieve or something like that. But like we've really only just started. There are still so many more to come out, but we just did 2 previously. So in case you're seeing these Zeitgeist ones, that's what those are, just to catch you up. If you want to talk to us about anything that we discussed in this episode or anything prior, come on over to the Discord. Hop on in there. Link to that is in the show notes. Just click it. Nothing weird to get in there. You just click in, and you can start chatting with us immediately. If you do that, for free. If you do hop in there, tell me if you're an audiophile and you know all about the high res, what you think about it, the equipment you use. I am very curious. Want to know if you guys are playing Lens Island. Are you guys playing any other new games like Donkey Kong Bonanza or anything? And tell me about some movies you've been watching lately, because there's a lot of good movies coming out. I'm actually going to be seeing The Bad Guys 2 pretty soon.
All right.
Because that's an extra credit project that Taylor has to do for animation stuff. But there's literally so many movies. Fantastic Four, I had tickets to, and I didn't get to go. I had to refund them, and I'm still hoping to go see Fantastic Four as well.
Damn.
There's just a lot coming out, and we're coming up on spooky season, so spooky movies are probably going to be coming in hot and heavy. I know that Weapons, the new movie from the Barbarian guys, coming out in literally a week. Hopefully you guys are excited about that.
Oh,
you fucking remember that? That's August 8th. That is next fucking week. I'm so excited.
We've been talking about that in the Discord, too. It looks good.
Maybe you and I can go see Weapons.
Yeah.
Do you want to see? I mean, we love Barbarian.
We love Barbarian. I think I would be interested in Weapons.
We want to see Weapons.
I want to see Weapons.
You want to see Weapons? We might see Weapons. But come talk to us about that. Actually, about all the movies in here, I really want to know you guys' thoughts on Ghibli. I may have said some things that you didn't like. I apologize for that.
Don't apologize. Double down.
But hop on in and let us know what you think about some of those hard-hitting endings, like at the end of Kiki's Delivery Service. The happy ones like Ponyo, Totoro, all that kind of stuff. I will say me and Kelsey both have not seen Grave of the Fireflies. I know it's one of the hardest, most crying movies of all time. Don't discuss anything with us because I still would like to watch it at some point and I don't know anything. So don't fucking spoil that shit for us. I don't know if Kelsey ever wants to watch it. I will one day delve into that pain at some point. I don't know when.
I really want to watch it, and I hear that it's
I really want to watch it.
Important to watch, especially right now.
I
know like vaguely what it's about.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what happens, but still. But we also did float earlier, so in this ending here, if you guys would like for us to maybe watch Ghibli movies and talk about them, we're doing like Monster here, where we've been talking about more like kind of watch-a-thon kind of things, watch as we go for episodes. If Ghibli movies is one you're interested in, let us know, and maybe we can talk about one every so often. Not every episode, but maybe every now and then. Have a little Ghibli corner segment. Who knows? And please let me know that you guys are watching Monster, that you are keeping up with us. I know you've probably left us in the dust. It's been 3 weeks since we've talked about it, but hey, we're getting there. We're coming up to the end. Hopefully you guys are as excited and curious as we are. I want to know what you guys think. And thank you guys for listening. You're just the fucking best. You're all the best. I love you guys. I know you guys got dreams, and you're going to chase them, and you're going to be great at them. I love you guys.
Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Farage. Please check him out on YouTube. And as always, thank you so much for listening. And tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question.
I really think you're so special just for being born.
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
It's starting
All right, here we
to
go. Here we
lightning
go.
outside.
Uh-oh. Well, let's get this going. Let's get this going. Here we go.
It's 2-hour episode right now.